I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X Blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Hello everyone and welcome to Mom Can't Cook, a DCOM podcast. I am one of your hosts, Andy Farrant, and I have received the grafted hand of a dangerous maniac.
Oh no!
But luckily, for this podcast, that maniac was Michael Eisner.
You got Michael Eisner's hand?
Yeah, so all it does is just like commission low budget, not very good films.
Yeah.
And I'm in no position of power to actually do that, so...
Hello, I'm the other host, Luke Westaway. So to be clear, Andy, the hand, does it like have a sort of rubber stamp in it that just says like air it?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm not in a position. I can walk up to someone in the street and I say, what if a girl at school realised that her mother was part camel?
Yep. Damn, that's good.
And she sort of turned into a camel.
You feel the hand trembling, vibrating with excitement at your side.
We could call it Got the Hump.
God, that's good!
And then it doesn't really affect her much. She can sort of store water in her hump.
She can survive for a long old time.
Yeah.
As long as she's also got food.
Yeah. So it's not that much different. And she lives in, like, Ohio, so it doesn't... Yeah. There is plentiful water. But yeah, the hand, it's doing it. Stamp, air it.
Yeah, you would...
I'm struggling with it.
You would wake up in the morning to find your laptop like on the bed and the hand is halfway through writing an email, commissioning a script for Got the Hump.
You wake up and your hand is holding a big pair of ceremonial scissors and opening Disneyland Paris. No! Cursed hand.
Don't you do it.
Don't you open Disneyland Paris.
No. You use the big ceremonial scissors to slice the hand off and it crawls away.
Scurries off
up into the Princess Castle. Yeah.
Crawls up Mickey Mouse's trouser leg and inside the suit.
Some say it's still there.
So that spooky scenario we just presented is easily on a par with anything in Halloweentown II, which is the film that we're talking about today. Halloweentown II, Kalabar's Revenge.
It is so funny to me that this film is called Halloweentown II, Kalabar's Revenge. I cannot think of a more overwrought subtitle for the twee nonsense whimsy of the Halloweentown movies. Calabar's Revenge. It's so good.
Also, a lot of returning characters from the original Halloweentown. You know who doesn't appear in this film in any capacity? Calabar.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So there's absolutely no... Yeah, Calabar's not in this one.
Yeah.
His revenge is more symbolic.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. This is a very, very, very rare instance where I would say that if you haven't listened to our episode about Halloweentown, you probably should listen to it first. Not only for the plot, to catch up on that, but also just to get where we're going to be coming from with, well, where Andy's going to be coming from with what I'm going to assume is a white-hot burning hatred for the protagonist.
I think people could watch this film and get there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't think they'll consider it undue.
Okay. So yeah, it's Halloweentown II, Kalabar's Revenge. Why don't we hear how the Disney Channel sold it to you, the child in the noughties?
Monday, your favorite witches are back, and so is the wrath of Kalabar.
Someone has to take my place as head of the Cromwell line.
And he sent a new warlock to make trouble in Halloweentown. Can Marnie and the Cromwell witches stop him?
Now he's going to turn the humans into creatures.
That's not normal.
Kimberly J. Brown and Debbie Reynolds return in a Disney Channel original movie.
We are out!
Halloweentown II, Calabar's Revenge. Monday at 8, 7 Central. Only on Disney Channel.
So yeah, just going to get it out of the way early. I think Kimberly J. Brown is a fine actress doing the best with the material provided.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say on that matter.
Okay.
And
he's finished reading from his prepared statement.
Hate Marnie so goddamn much. The character of Marnie.
Okay.
Who I hate.
So, the movie begins with a recap, right?
Yes. Marnie talks about how they were last in Halloweentown 2 years ago. They had to use the power of the Cromwell witch family to defeat Kalabar, claims Marnie, which may well have been what happened.
It's impossible to know for sure.
Yeah.
The end of this recap, which we're going to trust you don't need, being a big fan of at least our Halloweentown episode, if not Halloweentown itself. We smash to the present, and we see Marnie in her bedroom. She's using her internet computer.
Yeah, we're reminded in the recap that after they saved Halloweentown, Grandma decided to leave her comfy house in Halloweentown and come live with their family in the mortal world.
That's right.
A baffling decision, both inconsistent with Halloweentown lore and the grandmother's character in general.
Yeah, I mean, the Halloweentown lore that Andy's referring to is that time moves extremely slowly in Halloweentown. So a year in Halloweentown is 100 years in the mortal realm.
Yes.
Right? I've got that right?
Yep. This is a baffling bit of lore they've introduced that immediately makes no sense.
So Grandma came to Earth to die. She was like, I'm leaving Halloweentown in the same way that like a cat will crawl under a shed if it knows it's dying.
Or a hobbit will go into the west or whatever.
Yeah. She's going to the Grey Havens.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like rural Ohio.
Yeah, I should point out that not just any hobbit can go into the Grey Havens.
You don't
only
need
very special hobbits.
Okay, we'll cut all this.
So to editor, any hobbit mentions, automatic delete.
Yeah, I've set up an AI subroutine. It just comes out automatically.
Anything hobbit or hobbit adjacent.
Yeah. So it's Halloween night again. The only night we can pass freely between Halloweentown and our world, says Marnie.
That doesn't make sense because 100 years passes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's a mess, a nightmare already. Marnie is wondering how Halloweentown has changed, and we get some shots of Halloweentown. It's changed quite a lot in that it's a completely different location that they're using for Halloweentown now.
Yeah, I think this is the most upsetting thing about this movie is that it does not feature the iconic Halloweentown Plaza.
Yeah.
Like the set. The Halloweentown itself from the first movie.
Yeah, it looks like if you went to a sort of provincial theme park that had a sort of medieval land. So not like Disney level.
Yeah.
But if you went to like a sort of slightly rubbish theme park and it was like medieval land, we've got a dragon-themed roller coaster. It's the sort of the square of that. It looks about...
It's the square of that only has like a cafe and a gift shop in it.
Yeah, it's got a Pizza Hut window.
Yeah, and it's closed.
And it's
don't come to this bit because we're refurbing it.
It looks like, the original Halloweentown, you'll remember, was a proper like large Hill Valley style town square. Yeah. This looks like you could fit about 30 people in this town square.
Where they effed it up with the first one was not the town square, it was the people they filled it with. And the terrible, terrible garbage monsters of varying levels of attention to detail. And what this film counts as a Halloween monster. It's like, sometimes it's just a juggler.
Well, yeah, in this scene, for example, we have a juggler in face paint.
Is there a juggler?
Yeah. Whoa, scary. There's
horrors abound here in Halloweentown.
There's a goblin with a ukulele. There's a woman in a carnival mask on stilts. Oh, Jesus. She's coming right at me. Quite slowly because she's on stilts, but still.
That's probably just trip her up.
Just kick one of the stilts away.
Easy enough. Yeah.
Oh no, she's hopping.
It's weird that it's stilts. She's not a monster.
She's a woman on stilts. To be fair, those could be her legs.
I guess. They look like stilts, though, and it doesn't look like the film is trying to make it look like they're long spider legs. It looks like...
No, she's walking awkwardly on them like they're stilts. If they were your real legs, you'd have adapted to them by this point, I think.
For sure.
So, nothing has changed at our house, says Marnie, typing this on her internet computer.
Yes, she's web chatting.
She's web chatting, that's right. She's IMing with someone called Girl Power.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's typing away and she's sort of talking about how her mum and grandma are fighting again. She says with the kind of infuriating wry smile that indicates she's better and wiser than these adult women and certainly wouldn't behave in that way if she were put in the same situation. Again, not the actress, the character.
Yeah. Marnie's kind of having this chat online. If you're wondering who the person she's chatting to is, so was I. It's not going to become a thing. Yeah. Forget it. Delete it from your brain. So Marnie decides to head downstairs because there is a Halloween party in her house in full swing.
I mean, I don't want to get really bogged down in detail, but just two things here. One, when Marnie is typing, a big CGI face appears behind her, and when she turns back, it disappears.
Yes, sorry, yes. No,
it sort of laughs at her back and then vanishes.
It goes like, whoa.
Yeah, and also she's turned on text-to-speech for her IM program, so it is asking her, why, what's the matter, in that kind of computer
The thing that I love about this is that, I think I know where this is, so all DComs have this. When someone's typing on a computer, their emails are received in a sort of Microsoft SAM. It gets read out like that. And I think it's because they've got this problem on the Disney Channel that the films have to make sense to people who can't read yet.
yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So, they can't just... It's not like a TV show now where you can... For grown-ups, where you can just show a text message someone's received on screen or something. They're like, oh, man... Literally half the audience who's watching the Disney Channel cannot read what's on screen yet. So
now Marnie has a text-to-speech parser for her IM program, which is...
Oh boy, the Halloween party sounds... Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So she heads downstairs to the party. I've forgotten about her nerd asshole brother, Dylan, who is here. He's handing out candy. He's in a sort of waistcoat.
Yeah.
And he's going, one per customer, please, like an insufferable dick.
Yeah. Marnie heads up to her grandmother, who is handing out treats to all the children from a big bag,
a big Mary Poppins style carpet bag kind of situation,
like a kind of pound shop Poppins.
Yeah, Marnie clicks her fingers and changes her clothes into witchly robes. The note I have here is, oh good, she can do magic now. I'm sure that will have a positive effect on her personality.
I mean, she can do magic now, and she's sort of is able to sort of put on big comedy velvet witch robes.
If you listen to our episode on the first Halloweentown, you'll know that Marnie, despite being sort of portrayed as the sort of chosen one to inherit the Cromwell witch mantle, never actually did any magic and was bad at magic throughout the entire film. A sort of confusing detail that they've retconned in this one, because now she is good at magic.
But still not as good as her little sister Sophie, who in the first film was a sort of wild magic sorceress of immense innate power. That just sort of got completely steamrolled in the plot. Yeah. And it turned out to all be about Marnie. So anyway, Marnie's having a chat with Grandma,
Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds, Hollywood royalty Debbie Reynolds, and who should sidle up but the mom? And it's clear that things are a little tense.
Grandma, I don't think this is a very good idea.
What? Oh, fiddle. I can't let your mother spoil my fun every day of the year.
Mother?
Oh, hello, dear.
I spend all of my time trying to keep you from turning my own daughters against me. Now you're going to corrupt all the children in the neighborhood. Mom, we're not turning against you.
But, my dear, if you want to reject your heritage, that's your business. But someone has to take my place as head of the Cromwell line. And I know Marnie is just the stuff.
Or me. I'd be good, too.
So that was Sophie you heard at the end there. She's the all-powerful sorceress.
Awful energy here, just awful in this household. Just bitter sniping.
Why has Grandma come back? Well, no wonder she's bitter. She's left Halloweentown, where she is sort of queen, to come here and die in the mortal realm using no magic.
She's been here for a year, and meanwhile 100 years has passed in the land
Everyone
where all her
she knows
friends
is
live.
dead.
Everyone has died. Her house has been abandoned for 100 years.
To ruin. Yeah, it's like The Last of Us.
Yeah. So no wonder she's a little sniffy. Yeah, so she says that, if the mum wants to reject her Cromwell heritage, that's fine, but someone has to take my place as head of the Cromwell line. And then Marnie makes a face so smug that if you could somehow convert smugness into energy, it would power the eastern seaboard for a week.
So confusingly, the next scene is Grandma in her bedroom watching a crystal ball like it's TV. And on the crystal ball, we see what looks like a kind of soap.
Yeah.
But it's actually live footage of Halloweentown.
Of her friends in Halloweentown. She's just watching them. She's spying on them using like a spy cam.
Also, shouldn't they be moving at like times 100 speed? Shouldn't they be like...
Yeah.
Oh, they've died.
Yeah. Well, the thing is... it's like the end of... It's like they drank from the wrong grail. They just...
Oh, it's like... oh, man. What's the one Matthew McConaughey's in a bookshelf? And it's in space.
Oh, yeah.
What's that film called? Interstellar. Yeah. He's like, he's just sort of weeping at the monitor, watching. She's watching all of her Halloweentown friends age.
Yeah. The flesh just dropped from their bones. So yeah, that's it, the whole 100 years in Halloweentown is 1 year. They just sort of introduce it, and they sort of refer to it when it suits them, and just ignore it when it doesn't.
Yeah,
and it's totally unnecessary, and I don't know why it's in the film.
So on Grandma's crystal ball, she is watching a witch called Astrid talking to a grumpy ogre called Gort.
Yeah.
Sophie comes in and Grandma explains what
re-explains Gort, who was heavily featured in the first film, but is going to be important in this one, so someone needs to explain the Gort lore.
So Gort's thing is that everything in the universe that gets lost ends up in Gort's front yard.
Yeah.
But he's not willing to part with it. That's Gort. That's the Gort lore.
Gort lore.
Popular paranormal character Gort. They could have made it Dracula. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
could have been literal Dracula. Fine.
Sophie says, "Why don't you go back to Halloweentown tonight, Grandma? After a year away." Even though in the intro Marnie said it was 2 years ago that they were in Halloweentown. We're at 3 minutes in, and they just can't keep their chronology straight.
I know.
Anyway, Grandma says going back for a few hours is harder than not going back at all. So she desperately misses all her friends, hates living in the house with her daughter.
And isn't afraid to tell the family how unhappy she is here.
Right, she's making it everyone's problem.
She says that instead she's going to wait until next year and then take Marnie with her for the whole year.
Yeah.
A concerned Sophie points out that a year in Halloweentown will be 100 years for Marnie.
Yeah, so Marnie will live for 100 years in Halloweentown. She will come back and only a year will have passed in the mortal world, but she will have, of course, gone insane.
She will, and she'll barely remember her family.
Yeah.
And Grandma is unconcerned about this. She just says, becoming the head of the Cromwell Witches takes commitment, Sophie. The commitment to go completely insane in Halloweentown.
Also, what does head of the Cromwell Witches mean? There aren't any other Cromwell Witches. It's the Grandma, Marnie, and Sophie and her mum. Head of the Cromwell Witches. So it's like, oh, you're the head of your mum and Sophie now.
The Grandma is the current head of the Cromwell Witches, and as far as I can figure out, it's basically an honorary title that means people say hello to her when she goes in a shop.
It means that you can go into a Halloweentown CVS and knock stuff off the shelf.
No one can say anything.
No one can do anything about it. You're
Take it up with the Cromwells.
So anyway, Marnie is a chosen one of immense prophecy.
Yeah.
Grandma starts spying on Luke now, the goblin fellow from the first movie.
Yeah.
He's becoming a fine young goblin, says Grandma, taking in his goblin bulges.
Well, she actually says...
Kids, Grandma needs some time alone.
She actually says, he's becoming a fine young goblin, hasn't he? The note I have that there's no time for a second take.
There's simply no time.
Simply no time. We also do get a glimpse of like some other Halloweentown monsters very briefly. Mm-hmm. We see Benny, the taxi driving skeleton, arguing with a plastic fish man wearing a British policeman's hat for some reason.
Ooh.
Imagine spending 100 years in this hole. Just 100 years of Shrek's waddling into potions shops.
You got any werewolf fangs? I don't know, probably. Seems like some Halloweentown bullshit.
If it's the kind of Halloweentown bullshit whimsy, then yes, it's right there next to the juggling balls. Are they paranormal in any way? Not really.
No, they're just so fun to look at.
Of course, jugglers were outlawed to the Halloween realm. Everyone in the mortal realm who juggles is sort of borrowing from the idea of the juggler.
Oh no, we meant juggalo.
Oh my god, juggalos in Halloweentown would make
much more sense. It's a typo, clearly.
It'd be so good if Insane Clown Posse wandered past in the background.
Well, that's the tragedy of Halloweentown, is all these jugglers were pulled screaming into a portal. Well, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope roam the streets unchecked.
They're the only hell beasts left.
The only one, the daywalkers. The planeswalkers, they pass between realms.
So anyway, Grandma notices that Sophie is distracted and she says, "What's the matter, dear?" And with total confidence and dread in her voice, Sophie says, "Somebody's coming."
Yeah, Sophie, who is dressed like a tiny cowboy, just suddenly gets a look like someone just walked over her grave.
Yeah, well, that's because her magic is so powerful. You'll notice that Marnie isn't currently having psychic knives shot into her, having detected a malevolent energy.
Also, Marnie has dressed like a sort of offensive caricature of a witch because she's so insecure in her magic. Whereas Sophie, so confident is she in her magic, she's dressed up as Jessie from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Even the grandma can't sense whatever this thing is, and she's the current head of the Cromwell Witches.
Right. You know how, like, even Yoda couldn't sense that Order 66 was coming?
Yes.
That's how powerful Sophie is. Like, whatever dark magic is about to, attack the Cromwell family is clearly very powerful, will be used to masking its scent. But yet Sophie, with just total, immediate, instinctive confidence, is like, somebody's coming.
She is in tune with the universal weave.
Yes, exactly.
That's it.
So they head. So Sophie and Grandma head downstairs. En route, they magically hide Grandma's bedroom door because her bedroom door appears by magic and is hidden by magic.
Yeah.
So downstairs, Marnie goes up to Mom in the kitchen and says, "Mom, I'm not turning away from you, but I'm a witch. I can't just not be."
Yeah, Marnie has to explain to her mother that she has to understand that Marnie is a very powerful witch of immense prophecy.
Yeah.
She can't just not be the coolest and strongest magic user.
Yeah,
Would you ask Picasso not to paint his masterworks?
This conversation happens as an evil magical force looms over the family entirely undetected by Marnie.
In the background, Sophie is casting magic missile out of a level 4 spell slot.
Yeah, exactly. She's like smiting down demons as they fly at the house. So Mom says that she wishes that she could teach Marnie what Marnie's dad taught her, that nothing is worth anything if you can get it just by wishing.
Mum still tries to explain that magic is bad, actually, because it gives you whatever you wish for easily.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound bad. Sounds pretty good.
Sounds good.
But Marnie explains that she doesn't use magic for everything. For example, tests, although she does use it for tests.
Although, yeah, she did. She confesses that she did use magic to cheat on a test.
Yeah, on a math test. An algebra test.
Meanwhile, Sophie cruises the astral plane on the space between the stars. Marnie's like using it to do basic algebra.
Sophie kickflips down the Rainbow Road as she passes between dimensions.
Sophie uses Thorn Whip and binds all the gods to her will.
Well, the mum explains to Marnie that if she goes to H-Town for a year, that'll be her life. She'll be a stranger in this world after that, which is true.
Yes.
She'll be away for 100 years in her time.
But forget about all that, because suddenly a handsome boy in a black turtleneck
and a black leather blazer.
Yes, he strolls in.
The bomb.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Dad, I found him.
Hi, I'm Alex. This is my son, Cal. We just moved in down the street and we heard about your party.
Oh, well, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Gwen, and this is my daughter, Marnie.
Hi.
If all witches were as pretty as you, they'd have a better reputation.
So he's wearing a black turtleneck and leather blazer to this costume party.
Yeah.
So what is he dressed as? A sort of tech magnate from the early 2000s?
Yeah, a Bond villain.
A Bond villain, perhaps. Yeah, that's his costume. But he's there with his inexplicably British dad, Alex, and this young man is called Cal.
Yes. So Alex is handing over 2 huge tubs of lime ice cream, saying that green is my favourite colour.
With intensity.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Marnie and Cal are just sort of like immediately mooning over each other. They're crushing hard on each other straight away, and she gives him a tour of the house.
They're immediately mooning at each other.
Yeah. Marnie asks, when did you move in? And Cal says, just tonight, actually, which is bonkers.
Yeah, they came straight to this party without unpacking.
Yeah.
Normal. It's normal.
Yeah. The removal guys are still at the house, just like watching the clock.
Yeah.
You want this stuff off the van or? No time. Got to get to our rando's Halloween party.
Looks like there's a Halloween party going on over there. I'm not going to walk around to the path. I'll just crash through the bushes and straight up there.
Exactly. Good job I moved with these 2 large tubs of lime ice cream.
Yeah. Do you want us to pull up to your house in the van? No, crash through the bush and through the wall of the house. There's a party happening.
Don't put your seatbelt on. You'll be fired through the windshield and into the party.
Into the punch bowl. That way you can start drinking immediately.
So yeah, Marnie and Cal are sort of doing a tour of the house and flirting. Elsewhere in the party, we see Dylan, the nerdy brother, asking a girl dressed as a vampire if she wants to go to the costume party at the high school. Yeah, Dylan says, which is a weird way to say it, bearing in mind they probably all go to the high school.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the costume party at the high school?
Well, I assumed that
our
one.
School that we all go to.
Well, Dylan's not even wearing a costume, she rightly points out. And then he says, I'm not really into the whole Halloween thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole point of the party. And then the girl says that most disgusting costume wins a prize after the unmasking at midnight. Might that prize be a kiss? Asks Dylan, who is now got a sort of uncomfortable, horny element to his character.
I mean, hopefully not if the school is organising it.
The headmaster will give a kiss to the
master. Will bestow a kiss.
Student will share a sweet smooch with the student with the most disgusting costume. You. Yeah, and then the girls say, now that's disgusting, of the idea of kissing Dylan, and they all leave laughing. It's just a brutal slam.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Marnie's love life appears to be going a bit better.
Oh my God, this scene.
She's showing Cal her bedroom. Cal is saying really romantic things. Like
okay, what he says is, he says that her room doesn't look like her, and she's like, and why's that? And he's like, well, Marnie, you strike me as unconventional, but in a good way. Not like other girls. A little cooler.
Yeah.
A little funnier. A lot more brilliant and always right.
He then immediately begins undermining Marnie's relationship with her mother. Good call, Cal. Cut her off from her support network straight away. It's like he's got this from some like PDF. He's like pulled from the internet.
Yeah, some PDF from a guy in an elaborate hat.
Yeah, because he's instinctively, I suppose, needling at a sense that Marnie feels restricted by her life in the mortal realm. And clearly like has a slightly fractious relationship with her mother at the moment.
Keen to impress, Marnie decides to show Cal her grandma's room because it's a bit more unusual. So she summons the secret door. They walk inside holding hands, and Cal is impressed. It looks kind of like a Moroccan lamp shop in here.
This is a secret, she says to Cal, violating the witch's most secret and sacred historical truth because this boy has cheekbones.
Yeah.
The heir to the Cromwell witches, everyone.
So he's sort of looking around at the sort of the spell ingredients. Hair of werewolf. This can't be easy to get, he says. Actually, as we found out in the first film, you can buy it at the Halloweentown Walgreens. It's very easy to get.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. So bear in mind, at this point, Cal is sort of playing along with this a little bit because Marnie's dressed as a witch. He doesn't know she's a witch for real. Or at least that's how the film is presenting it. So Cal asks, do you know any magic spells? And Marnie says, yes. And then adds, but I mean, pretend ones, of course.
Yeah, she goes into a sort of patronising lecture about magic and then is patronisingly impressed that Cal knows the term warlock.
Well, it's like she gives the kind of like spiel about patronising speech about magic that if you know she's a witch is a patronising speech about magic. But if, as we are to suppose, Cal doesn't know she's really a witch, just sounds like the rantings of an insane person.
Yeah.
She's like, imagine if you were at a party and someone was dressed as a witch and like, know any magic spells? And that person was like, well, yes, there are common spells that every witch knows, and then there are secret spells known only to the witch that made them up.
And
here's how magic works.
There are the dark blood magics, which can only be performed at the ritual moon.
Yeah, you can undo a spell by saying it backwards. But yeah, anyway, so Cal does mention warlocks, which is kind of giving away that he knows something about this magical stuff. Yeah. And he sees a book of spells on Grandma's desk called Bibliomagica.
Yeah, magic book in Latin. Good, well done.
Imagine if they hadn't put it in Latin.
Magic book.
Magic book.
Marnie is having second thoughts about allowing this outsider boy to see the special spell book. So Cal's like, hey, it's cool. Let's go get some ice cream. Marnie turns her back and leaves, and Cal passes a hand over the book. It shrinks. He puts it in his pocket. The string music goes nuts in the background.
It's probably worth noting that Marnie feels no tug on the threads of magic that bind the universe.
Mm-hmm. So disconnected is she from the universal astral weave.
Yeah, I imagine when Cal does this and steals the book, like in the next room, Sophie's like doubled over in agony.
Sophie's like in an agonizing rictus on the floor.
Yes. Everyone downstairs is trying to like resuscitate Sophie.
Thrashing around like Regan in The Exorcist.
Yeah, exactly. And Sophie's just like, he's here! He's here!
Marnie's like, la la, ice cream, la 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 la. So, good job, Marnie.
They head downstairs and Cal immediately says that he's going to go home.
Yeah.
To his house full of cardboard boxes of unpacked things.
Yeah.
His dad is not going to go home, though.
Yeah.
He's going to stay and help.
He likes the look of Mum, it seems.
Yeah, he's doling out heaping helpings of lime ice cream to all and sundry. The kids seem to be loving it.
Yeah.
Cal mentions the costume party at the high school later on.
Yes.
And Marnie hints that he should ask her to go,
That's right.
which he does.
Yeah, he produces a rose and says, meeting you is everything I hoped it would be. And then he stares at her like he's going to walk over her grave.
It's so gross the way he just sort of produces this rose.
It's
it's
from his PDF.
Yeah.
From his pickup artist app that he has signed up to for $20 a month.
Well, Marnie is taken with him.
Yeah.
So we see Cal head to the bus stop outside. Then he does a sinister sounding spell and steps through a crackling portal that appears.
So it seems that this Cal is the mystery of Cal is over now. The short mystery of Cal.
6 minutes into the film. If you were hoping that they would string this out or juice this mystery of who is Cal, no,
he's a powerful warlock, and he's
a powerful warlock, and he's gone through he's stolen a book and immediately gone through a portal.
The two most suspicious things you can do.
Yeah. So back in the party, Grandma is shocked to find that her Pound Shop Poppins magic bag has stopped working.
Yeah, she's handing out Halloween treats to the children, and then she gets to the final child, and he doesn't get a treat. The magic has run out.
Yeah,
and the kid is like, just my luck. And then it's amazing. This kid, I know, this kid should be the star.
Yeah, he's got like I don't want to say he's got like Leonard energy, because that's like really high praise. Leonard from Under Wraps.
I feel like if they'd given this kid more to do, he really could have stolen the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, it's Grandma says it's weird that her magic bag has stopped working because it's linked to her house back in Halloweentown.
Yeah.
So she decides...
the one that she's left abandoned for 100 years.
Yeah, probably the chimney stack just like fell in on the magic crystal that was powering it or whatever. So
Dylan comes up delighted that the wonder of magic is gone. Why is he like this, I've written?
I don't know. Dylan acts like he's skeptical of magic existing, but he went to Halloweentown and had a magical adventure.
He cast a spell himself at the end.
He watched Kalabar cast a spell.
An evil spell that freezes.
An evil spell that freezes his family.
Grandmother.
But now he's like, oh, brother, magic.
Here we go with the magic again.
Yeah. Dylan. So Grandma decides that she's going to just pop back to Halloweentown to check what's up with her.
Look at her house.
Poppins bag. And she offers to bring the kids. You'll remember that Grandma can do this because it's Halloween, and this is the 24-hour window in which it's possible to travel freely between Halloweentown and the mortal realm. Just reiterating that because it's very important to this film.
But of course, in Halloweentown, it's 1/365th of 100 years that the portal is open for.
Yes. So that it's there for ages in Halloweentown, presumably. So Grandma tells Mum, who is being flirted with by Alex, that they're all heading off to Halloweentown. Grandma, who introduces herself to Alex and feels no psychic knives of like dark magical energy. Yeah. I've just written down more proof of Sophie's incredible magic sensitivity.
Incredible powers. Yeah.
What's happening here with my notes is that I am desperate for Sophie to have more to do in this film. Mm-hmm. Because like Sophie's my favourite character in Halloweentown.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just sort of willing the film to give her a more prominent role. Guess if it's going to.
Yeah, she's forbidden from going to Halloweentown. So Sophie sort of stomps off cowboyishly.
Yeah.
And now
to
it's
commune with the stars.
Yeah. She stomps off into space. She creates Dimension Door and appears on the moon. So now Grandma and Marnie are going to Halloweentown. Grandma tells Dylan that if anything goes wrong, to call her on her headphone, which is a plastic shrunken head with glowing eyes that works like a walkie-talkie using magic, which we've just established no longer works.
Also, they're making calls between the mortal realm and Halloweentown So some of one side of the conversation should be sped up 100 times, and the other side should sound slowed down 100 times.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Look, headphones. It's a joke.
Yeah, the voice comes out of the mouth
comedy.
of these drunken heads. Grandma says she invented them herself, and then starts kissing one.
Disney Channel original movie. So after Marnie...
So she says, we'll be back in an hour because I have a date, says Marnie. We smash cut to a sort of sinister Cal face superimposed over some tree branches.
Yes, there's a dramatic orchestral sting when this happens. It's like...
And then we cut to the street. Unprompted, grandmother is lambasting the internet, saying that her witch's glass is better.
Wrong.
But they stop because the bus stop is missing. Her witch's glass lets her spy on goblin hunks. But I'm sure there's a subreddit, Grandma.
Yeah.
For all the shirtless goblin hunks you want.
So they're heading to the bus stop to get to Halloweentown. Just to remind you, you have to use a stupid bus to get to Halloweentown.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, you don't, but they do sometimes.
As we will discover. So Marnie says, the bus stop's missing. I'll just summon the bus, she says smugly. And then she says a bunch of Latin, but nothing happens, maybe because she sucks.
Yeah, but she tries to do the spell a second time, and it doesn't work. So Grandma says, well, I guess we'll have to summon the portal ourselves. Why they don't summon the portal themselves all the time, for example, from the convenience of their living room, is beyond me, but whatever. They do a magic spell, and they summon a big stone portal. It looks a bit like a kind of like heavy metal Stonehenge.
Yes. Yeah, it's like wouldn't look out of place on an Iron Maiden album cover.
Yes, it looks quite a lot like the portal in World of Warcraft. No one's going to get that reference. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, famously unpopular game, World of Warcraft. No one's going to get that.
Anyway.
So there's 4 hours till midnight. There's this sort of digital readout above the door. I don't know what's happening here specifically, but the note I have just says Marnie is unbearable. She must have done something or said something. But again... Character, not the actress. Back at the party, Alex tells Mum that she has beautiful green eyes, despite her eyes clearly being blue.
Yeah, but his thing is green. He must have, like, green swimming in his vision or something.
Yeah, that's true. He put a load of lime ice cream in his eyes.
Yeah. So he's helping Mum add green punch to a big punch bowl.
Yeah.
And he asks her if she wants to go on a date with him to the student Halloween party.
At a school that neither he nor his son currently have any connection to.
Yeah, so the mom says, I don't even have a costume, presumably as a sort of polite way of declining this absolutely bonkers invitation.
Initially, she says, it's for children, a dance for children.
It's a dance for children, Alex. So, I mean, what we could do is, like, wait until all the children leave and then, I don't know, have sex in my house or, like...
No.
Or go to a restaurant or a bar or something.
I just really prefer to go to a children's dance.
Yeah. So she says, I don't even have a costume, but Alex says, don't worry, Cal has loads of stuff back at the house. Bear in mind that they've just moved in and they haven't unpacked. Okay, so this party, this like evening Halloween school party is happening in an hour.
Yes.
The house party is in full swing. So I guess we're led to believe that they will be kicking everyone out in like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Again, like the timelines of this movie are just sort of nuts.
I think, they're pre-gaming before going on to the children's dance.
The children's dance, yeah. Getting as much green punch in as they can.
So Mum kind of relents and she says she'll go with Alex to this costume party. Till then, he says. And as he leaves, he bumps into Dylan and croaks like a frog. Same to you, says Dylan. He looks the other way in this crowded party for 1 second. And when he turns back, Alex is gone. But in his place, a frog.
A frog is on the floor.
Yeah, in this crowded party with a lot of people looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, that frog's going to get trod on.
Yeah.
It will be gross. Cut 2, Grandma and Marnie tripping happily through the portal into Halloweentown. But oh no! They look around. Halloweentown is an ashen hellscape.
Yeah.
It's all muddy tones like Gears of War.
Yeah, instead of the jack-o'-lantern is a featureless grey CGI cube.
Yeah, it's like the jack-o'-lantern has been bricked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been encased in bricks.
Yeah, encased in breeze blocks.
Yeah. Because it was radioactive or something.
Yeah, like
it's nuclear waste.
Yeah,
they've had to dispose of.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell because where they are is like nothing like the town square where the first where the lantern is. So it doesn't, so you're led to believe that the jack-o'-lantern is supposed to be here.
As goes the jack-o'-lantern, so goes Halloweentown, says Grandma. What does that mean?
I don't know, but she says it like it's a famous saying.
As goes the jack-o'-lantern, so goes Halloweentown.
Grandma, what's happened? Everything's kind of gray and boring.
Not just everything, everybody. Oh, wait, please. Could you tell me what's happening here? I would just... Astrid, is that you?
I'm Astrid.
This is everything is grey and boring, says Marnie, of all the sad-looking stilt walkers. The man is wheeling his unicycle sadly around.
In a dejected sort of way. It annoys me slightly that they turn up in Halloweentown, which you'll remember is like the realm of the monsters, and they find that it is extremely spooky and creepy.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no.
Oh no.
I'm like, this is what I always thought Halloweentown would be like. This makes more sense.
It's like Silent Hill.
This makes more sense than the sort of cheerful Shrek 'em up.
This like tumbling carnival that came to town.
Yeah. Like, it makes more sense that it's this sort of like creepy ashen wasteland of dejected jugglers.
So Grandma grabs Astrid, who is boring, and only said, I'm Astrid. It's like she's been lobotomized or something.
Yeah.
As they talk, her colourful shoes turn into sensible ones.
Yeah, she's got ruby slippers, like Dorothy. I guess maybe it's out of copy. I don't know. They've turned into boring, comfortable shoes. Everyone is afflicted with this sort of terrible lethargy. Luke, the goblin, pushes past them, but he's handsome. He doesn't look like he's not his hideous lumpen goblin self. He's like a sort of handsome human.
He's a hunk. Grandma realises that someone has cast an evil spell that borings you. It's turning everyone not only grey, but once it progresses far enough, into humans.
Oh, no. Now, Marnie's like, but what, that doesn't make sense. Humans aren't this boring. And Grandma says, no. But this is the caricature of humans as seen in Halloweentown. Yeah, so this is like...
So it does make sense, actually.
This is the joke version of a human that they do in Halloweentown.
Yeah, this is the sort of offensive stereotype of humans.
Of a human, like so unbelievably boring as to not even have a unicycle. And that is why Luke looks human, because when Kalabar put a spell on him, that spell made him human, so that's why he looks... So now that he's turned human, he looks like he did when he was under the effect of the spell from the last film.
Yeah, but all the goblin policemen are all still goblin policemen.
Yes.
So it's just Luke who...
So in conclusion, this film is bad.
Don't think about it too much. Here's another unicycling guy.
So Grandma remembers that there's a spell in her book that does exactly this.
Why?
In case, presumably, she holds it over the town like a threat.
That's a deterrent she hopes to never have to use.
That's how the Cromwell witches remain in charge.
Sure.
It's called the Grey Spell. Because
Marnie says that undoing spells isn't that hard. You know, magic expert Marnie over here. You just say them backwards. So maybe the spell in her book can fix it. So Grandma gets on the headphone.
To Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan picks up. She says, go into my room and read me a spell out of my book. He says he's busy. Just do it, Dylan, says Marnie, or I'll spam your diary all over the net. She continues in flawless leet speak.
Yep. She even knows his password, which is iron buns.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it, says Dylan, terrified. I mean, presumably he could just change his password. I don't think Marnie has the internet in Halloweentown, but he runs off terrified, and then Marnie laughs at the good thing that she just did. The good main character who we like is good.
Dylan and Sophie are kind of looking for the book. Sophie says, I should have been allowed to go too, correctly. She says this while effortlessly opening the magic door to Grandma's room with a sort of like the barest twinge of her magic muscles.
Why do you think Dylan's password is iron buns?
I don't know, but I actually don't think it's that bad of a password, because it's like capital I, capital B with a space. So it's two uppercase characters, like, and a sort of non-standard character. It's not terrible. I
mean, she says, want to bet iron buns with a question mark at the end? That could be part of the password. special character. Yeah. But also, it's like, it's not, I mean, you know, if you said, oh, everyone, Dylan's password is iron buns, you're like, wow, I bet that Dylan's probably got iron buns.
Yeah, that's
good. That's a good way of getting the word out.
Yeah. Oh no! I accidentally dropped the post-it note with my password on.
Yeah.
I
remember it by thinking about my iron hard buns.
I'd never reveal my password, but when I do want to remember what it is, I just think about the best physical attribute I have. Oh no! What's this post-it note I dropped?
Probably nothing. Anyway, I'll walk away now.
So they find that the book is gone, obviously, because Cal took it. Grandma says, did any of you go to my room since I came to the party?
Yeah. As she says this, a grayscale Shrek shuffles past in the background. It's so good.
Get out of my swamp, donkey, he says in a boring human voice.
In a normal accent.
Yeah. Marnie fesses up. She says, okay, I maybe let someone in your magic secret room. Just this boy I met, Cal. Yeah. He must be the one I felt coming, says Sophie, who sees the world with a million eyes. Like
she sees the past, present, and future as all as one.
Yeah, all as one. So Grandma sulks off. She says she's going to go and have a chat with Cal. She's weirdly not very angry at Marnie.
Well, it's because Marnie is the greatest and most powerful Cromwell witch of all time.
Exactly, you have to respect her birthright. So, yeah, she said she's going to have a chat with this Cal character. Marnie says that Cal couldn't have done this because he's really sweet. A persuading argument. So they decide to talk to Cal, so they want to portal out of Halloweentown, but what's this? The portal won't appear. Yeah. Grandma says, oh no, it's just as she feared.
Yeah.
The portal won't open.
Oh, it's just as I feared. Whoever cast this gray spell knew it would affect my suitcase and knew we'd come to investigate. It was a trap.
Very good, Aggie. You're keeping up nicely.
Cal?
Over here.
Okay. In a genuinely laugh out loud moment, the camera swings across Halloweentown Square to the grey cube that was the great jack-o'-lantern, and now Cal's face, not his head, just his face is sticking out of the grey cube, and he looks so uncomfortable. It looks like
not his hair.
Not his hair.
Not his hair.
Not his neck.
Not his eyebrows. Hair can't go through this magic spell.
I died when the camera swung across.
If you
this grey egg with Cal's face on it.
If you really, really don't want to look this up, then you should just imagine Zordon from Power Rangers.
This is going to be the Instagram image. Don't worry.
Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. You have to show people. Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah. It's a little bit like that. You know that thing with all the little pins, and you sort of push your face into it. And it, just kind of like the outline of your face, but it doesn't look that good.
It's like he made a wish on a monkey's paw to become a wall.
And the monkey's paw was like, yo, I'll make you a wall, but get this, the crappiest wall in the world.
I had to pause it.
He's funny. He's a sort of Twilight Zone episode where he loves eating eggs. He's like, so you like eggs, do you? Become an egg.
No, you're an egg in a wall. I don't know if the film knows.
He's a sort of Black Mirror retelling of Humpty Dumpty.
That's it. There it is. Weird egg wall man.
Egg wall man.
Well, in this universe, Humpty Dumpty and the wall, instead of being adversaries, they made love.
Their genes were smashed together in an accident.
And they gave birth to this monstrosity. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall in love.
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite nice. But then this came out.
Get on it, Charlie Brooker.
It's so funny, and I don't know if I can't tell if the film knows how funny it is because it keeps cutting to but it keeps cutting to the most hilarious camera angles. There's a shot from below, which is you can see right up his nose. He looks so stupid. It's so good. Oh man. So yeah, this is Cal Cal, who could just project his voice across Halloweentown magically, has instead decided to put his egg face in a wall.
Put his hairless egg face into a wall.
Cal, you cast this spell, says Marnie, just the way it was written in Aggie's spellbook, you naughty girl, he says, entirely too sexually.
So, it was all of this just to get the book, asks Marnie, and Cal twists the knife. He says, in ego voice, I could have stolen it any time, but I wanted you to show it to me because you felt something between us.
Yeah,
and
entirely too sexually.
Yeah, and you did, yeah.
This egg cube is horny.
Yeah. So she suddenly remembers Cal...
Sorry. He says, I still need a date to the costume party. I think he's going to win.
Yeah, this is the most disgusting. He's getting that kiss.
Someone wheels him in. Wheels him in on a little trolley.
It's like the face of Bo from Doctor Who. He's this sort of like hideous biological thing sort of stretched across a breeze block surface.
Oh my God. But someone slides him onto the dance floor and just sort of starts him spinning.
Yeah. Every moment I live is pain.
Oh, God, it's so good.
So Marnie suddenly remembers Cal turning to offer her the rose. And in a sort of flashback comparison scene, we're given the revelation, OMG, Kalabar did the same thing in movie 1.
Yes, handing roses is a genetic trait.
Marnie puts it together. Cal, you're Kalabar's son!
A wild leap.
Yeah.
Also, Cal wasn't there for when Kalabar gave a rose to... He'd kind of known that happened.
Yeah, but I reckon if I gave a rose, I would do it exactly like my father. Having never seen my father give a rose, I just feel like...
You just feel like it's a genetic, yeah. I guess I inherited my father's attraction to Cromwell witches, says the egg cube entirely too sexually. I didn't know Kalabar had a child, says Marnie. He didn't want people to know, yells the stupid cube face. It's so funny.
He didn't want anyone to know, says Cal, conveniently for the plot of Halloweentown 1.
He didn't want anyone to know about his shameful cube.
Shameful egg cube.
You look upon my true form, that of an egg cube. Many find me repulsive. But you'll change your tune, Marnie.
I appeared before you in a more palatable version of myself. But I am truly an egg cube.
I'm an egg cube.
I am an egg box.
Oh, God. So good. This egg cube with his evil plans. Just a little face on a cube.
It's not little. It's a big face.
It's a big... Oh my God.
It's like the height of Marnie. So imagine this sort of the big jack-o'-lantern in the town square. That's cubed up.
God, it's like MODOK or something.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't know why they've done this.
I don't know. Oh,
it can't be how they want. Okay. When I saw the egg cube, I thought that going forward we would see Cal in some sort of prosthetic, like a kind of bald cap, like he would just kind of look like a sinister wizard. Yeah. And he genuinely was only like appearing as a sort of handsome boy to trick Marnie. And now we're seeing his true form, a hideous wizard. But when you see Cal in subsequent scenes, he looks normal and he's got hair and his face isn't a round blob in a wall.
I think we have to assume that Egg Cube is his normal form and he is adopting the handsome boy form when he has to planeswalk. Oh, so he explains his stupid plan. It's stupid. He says that his dad was the only one who stood in the way of the Cromwell's domination of Halloweentown.
Yes.
Why did you let the mortals take control of the world when we had to hide in like rats in another dimension, he says. The grandma points out that it was a democratic vote, but he doesn't like the way the vote went.
Yep.
So he's mad.
So his plan, essentially, is to do a lot of evil and let the monsters out, or well, you know what? We don't exactly know what his plan is. It's not really important, but it's bad. You get the sense that it's bad.
He offers to show Marnie his dark magics, and she says, "I'm not interested in your kind of magic. All you do is destroy." Not true. He can turn himself into a big cube.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that destroying.
Yeah,
I mean, it's destroying my ability to take the film seriously.
So good. So yeah, the grey spell is just the first act, Marnie, says Cube Boy. The finale will come at midnight in the mortal world. Join me and find out.
And then he vanishes back into the brickwork.
Marnie says no, and he says, okay, well, think about it. Okay, bye. And then vanishes, yeah.
I really blew it, understates Marnie, who has doomed both dimensions.
Grandma says she has a few tricks up her sleeve, though, so they need to go to her house. She whistles for a cab. It turns up it's Benny. He's not a fun skeleton anymore like he was in the first film. He's
human now. He's got skin, muscles, just a bloke. Luke is
in the cab with them for some reason. Luke has joined the adventuring party.
Yeah, weirdly. Mm-hmm. So Luke is afflicted with this sort of grey spell apathy. So he's not really talking very much. So Benny pulls up at Grandma's house and the three of them head in. They speculate on Cal's plan. And the note I have here, sorry, Grandma speculates, quote, if he's willing to break the code of Merlin, which forbids stealing the spells of another, we can assume he's capable of anything. I've just written down Hollywood legend Debbie Reynolds. If he's willing to break the code of Merlin, says Debbie Reynolds with a straight face.
All right. I think this might be the next. It's just an evil spell that freezes us.
What do you think Cal's going to do to the mortal world?
Well, he clearly shares his father's hatred of humans. But if he's willing to break the code of Merlin, which forbids stealing the spells of another, then I think that we can safely assume that he's capable of anything.
All right, folks, if you think you can do a better job than Debbie Reynolds, please send us the recordings. I would love to hear it.
The Code of Merlin.
The Code of Merlin. The Code of Merlin. You're not allowed to steal spells from another.
Was that do you think that the Code of Merlin was put in because Merlin was stealing spells? Is it did Merlin come up with it, or was it made in reaction to Merlin's thievery?
Is it like Ponzi scheme?
Yeah.
It's like named after the criminal.
Yeah.
Also, okay, do we ever see anyone who isn't Kalabar or Grandma cast a spell in these films?
I don't think we do, actually. It's
so once Kalabar is dead, is Kalabar dead? I can't remember. He flew into space. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not like everyone's running around stealing each other's spells. There's one magic user in Halloweentown, and it's Debbie Reynolds. So why does this even exist?
Yeah, also it's forbids stealing the spells of another. Then what is the point of spell books? Did Debbie Reynolds write this spell book?
To remember her own spells? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So they enter Grandma's house, but the grey spell has made it look like a sort of normal 90s house. We'll never undo this curse, gives up Marnie. I'd agree, says Grandma, if there were only one copy of my spell book. But there are two. The other is still in here someplace.
Yep, she says Cal doesn't know that there are two copies of the spell book, but they don't know where it is. So we see a fast motion sequence of them rifling through the house.
Yeah.
If Sophie was here, she would wave her hand and incinerate everything that isn't the book in a mile radius.
Yeah, she would click her fingers and the book would crash into her hand.
Yeah, she would wrench the book from its hiding place.
Yeah,
regardless of its of its own sort of sentience and its wanting to hide.
Luke, I've got a slightly embarrassing medical ailment.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. It's I don't know if it's noticeable.
Go on.
I'm a sort of egg cube. Now, you might not have noticed. It's quite subtle.
Wait, hang on. All I can see is a breeze block. Tilt your webcam up slightly.
Let me just.
Oh yeah, no, I see the face.
Okay,
yeah.
So it is noticeable then.
Yeah, I think it is a little noticeable. I mean,
I was hoping I could sort of, if I put on a hat, maybe.
Well, it would have to be a big hat, man.
So all right, I should probably
see a big
see
square hat, like a tent.
Yeah. I should probably see a doctor, shouldn't I?
You should see a doctor. But here's the thing: are you in the US?
Well, I'm in Halloweentown. Where is that?
Halloweentown is in the US, I think, probably.
Okay, fine, yeah.
So that's
in
good.
that case, yes.
You and all the other residents of Halloweentown, being in the US, should check out ZocDoc, which is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed doctors and specialists, and you can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance or are located near you and treat almost any condition you're searching for, and will not laugh at you when they see your big egg wall face.
All right, let me just check here. Egg wall search. Yeah. It turns out there are many doctors here who treat egg wall face and take my Halloweentown magical witch insurance.
I mean, they're never going to cure it, but they can ease.
They can make you comfortable. So go to ZocDoc.com/MCC and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/MCC. ZocDoc.com/MCC. So they sort of wreck the house in fast motion. They start looking under sofa cushions and stuff instead of on the bookshelves.
They really don't. It's really not a thorough search.
Yeah. Also, they don't leave.
Look.
They don't leave the room they're in, because I assume they didn't have more than one room in the set.
It's craft services in the next room. They can't go in there.
They confine the search to just the living room, and then announce that they can't find it. There's got to be something we haven't thought of, says Marnie. Looking in the other rooms. It would have required the set designers to do more than one room, though.
So they're despairing, but suddenly there's a magical noise. Because Luke has turned back into a goblin.
Yeah.
So that they muse perhaps this grey spell could be temporary.
Yeah, something broke the spell, but what?
Yeah, maybe the spell would also just kind of wear off after a while on the house. But they can't hang around to wait and see if that's true, because if it takes too long, midnight may pass in the human world, because remember, time is passing faster back in the mortal realm. Slower back in the mortal realm. They don't have time is the main thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the book is lost, Grandma says.
Perhaps it's lost.
Grandma, why are you smiling? That's terrible.
No, dear, not at all. Because, you see, if it's lost, I know just where it is.
Wait, give me that again?
Everything that's lost in both worlds always ends up at Gort's house. He's the junk man of the universe.
So back in the mortal world, Dylan is explaining the Cal is a warlock theory to Mum. She's not having any of it. In walks Alex in a frog costume. He has a witch mask.
A frog costume that he must have moved house with.
Yes, and had readily to hand in the boxes.
He will have gone through all his things when he moved house, picked up the big frog costume and been like, well, I'm not chucking this.
I'm not yet. Need this.
He looks like Slippy Toad from the Star Fox games, but naked.
Yeah. And Alex is presented as an extremely kind of suave British dilf.
Yeah.
So it's like...
But he's in the world's most terrible frog costume.
Yeah, it seems there's a real mismatch between this sort of city investment banker from the city of London, and this mascot frog costume that he had readily to hand in his house. So
it's bizarre.
I don't know. Who knows?
He says, "Hey, guess what? Mom, I can't remember her name. Also found a terrific mask for you." And he holds up a truly horrible sort of witch mask.
It looks like that, that Momo creepypasta.
Oh God, yes,
it's like a green Momo. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's really grim. Dylan is surprised to learn that Mom is going to the Halloween party. Mom is like, well, actually, I can't go because I have to look after Sophie.
I just remembered I have a daughter.
Yeah, who requires care. But Dylan comes clean that every girl he asked to the party said no or laughed so hard that milk came out of their nose. So he volunteers to babysit Sophie while his mother... having failed to get a date to his high school dance, he's going to stay home so his mom can go because she has got a date to his high school dance. That's got a sting.
Oh, that's got a sting.
That's got a sting.
Yeah.
Didn't get a date. I'll just stay home and eat marshmallow squares with Mom. Oh no,
well,
she's going.
If you're going to stay home, I mean, someone needs to go to this party and get some, and then I guess
And
that's
it ain't
going to be me.
you, Dylan.
It's going to be you, Dylan. You repulse women. Anyway, bye. So, we cut to Gort's house, the junk man, but there is no junk. He answers the door. He's in a suit. He's clean. He's busy sorting his socks. Come in, he says. His house is now minimalist. His books, boring. Not funny either, just boring. 100 recipes for tapioca level joke titles. That kind of thing.
Yeah. He says that he sold all of his other books at a yard sale.
Gort, these can't be all the books you've got.
Well, I sold the rest at the yard sale.
Yard sale?
Oh yes, this place was very messy. I only kept the useful books. I'll sell these socks too as soon as I match them up.
Gort, there was a particular book, an extra copy of my spell book. Do you remember who you sold it to?
Do you think these two match?
I say we head back to the mortal world, says Marnie, despite knowing they can't do that.
Yeah, they're despairing because the trail has gone dead. But worse news, Grandma goes like, all in pain. And her hands are turning grey.
They start to ingrain.
The ingraining is happening to Grandma's hands. She says that the grey spell is affecting her now that she's in Halloweentown.
They run to the door, but the door to Gort's is locked, and there are no windows either.
There are no windows and no doors. I've written down that Marnie should take it personally that the grey spell isn't affecting her at all.
You're already as boring as you can get, Marnie.
Needless to say, being a magical being, I'm now affected by the grey spell here in Halloweentown, and Marnie's like, that's weird, it's not affecting me at all.
Me too.
I think I'm also feeling weak.
I'm so boring.
I'm feeling my magic drain. I think if Sophie were to arrive in Halloweentown right now, she would explode in stone.
There would be a sort of dueling dragons sort of wizard battle going on between the grey beam and her incredible power.
Yeah, it would happen. It would happen within a millisecond, and it would all happen in her mind, and it would be imperceptible to every mortal. But then Sophie would speak to every living creature in the universe with one voice, and tell them that peace will now reign.
Peace will reign, and all
her
will be
peace.
free. Yeah. Her kind of violent peace. So Grandma realizes that the grey spell is draining their powers. Or just her power, I guess, because Marnie sucks. Right again, Agatha, says Cal's voice, and his face appears in the fire this time. It's not as funny.
It's not as funny. It's still funny.
It's still quite funny.
Still funny, but it's not that funny.
It's not as funny as the egg cube from earlier.
No.
He already knew about Aggie's other spell book.
This is so confusing.
Yeah, I don't know how he knew about it.
Yeah.
But it turns out he did.
He's like, I did know. He's playing three-dimensional chess, and he's 100 moves ahead is the implication.
And anyway, this fire egg then goes, so Marnie, any thought any more about going to that party with me? Everyone's going to be there, even your mum.
Yeah. Aggie's like, how could you? She says this slowly because an evil spell is freezing her. Like, how could you have known about my second book? I lost that book before you were born. But Cal hurriedly changes the subject in a way that suggests this is going to be explained later.
Yeah.
It is not.
Listener, it is not.
Why have her say it then? Why not just breeze past it?
You can't breeze past everything.
It's like, why have your characters actually say the thing that doesn't make sense?
That's the thing. When you hand wave so much of your plot, you need to have some bits that you don't hand wave. Otherwise, the entire film is hand waving.
I mean, oh my God. When we talk about hand waving, buckle up, folks. So Cal changes the subject, says, hey, Marnie, did you know that your mum is going to the Halloween party later in the
children's Halloween party for children? Yeah.
Been persuaded by his dad, Alex, who he says is not so much his dad as more of a science experiment. Marnie says she's not interested in a date, and he flames off.
Yeah. Grandma explains the creature spell.
Yes, the creature spell. And I think we'd better hear her explanation of this, because I will struggle to concisely explain it. I don't want our explanation to be the one on record. I want the film to stand or fall.
Creature spell.
What?
It's a spell in my book. It's a spell that was banned after the dark times. It was used on humans who mocked us by dressing up like creatures. It was used on them to turn them into the very creatures they were mocking.
He turned the creatures into humans. And now he's going to turn the humans into creatures.
That's why Cal put your mother in a mask. I think he plans to use the creature spell on the mortal world at midnight.
Okay, so this spell was banned after the Dark Times.
This is the point in this film where I something snapped and I gave up.
Something died in you.
Something died, or I stopped trying to hold on.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I felt like I was hanging on by my fingernails over a sort of precipice, like struggling to kind of keep up with this film. And then I was like, you know what, I just can't.
You know what,
anymore.
if the film won't respect me in my time.
Yeah. The thing is, so these Halloweentown films are they're really in love with their own lore. But every new scene just heaps on more and more lore and backstory and stuff. So you never feel like you're spending time in a world that makes sense because the goalposts move every single scene. It's like dark times, forbidden spells. What are these? What's this? These are new.
The problem is there's no internal consistency with this lore. It feels like Exquisite Corpse lore, where someone will write an hour in Halloweentown is 100 years in the mortal world, and then fold the paper down, hand it to someone else, and they'll go, Halloween costumes are just humans copying what they saw in Halloweentown. Fold that down, and then the next
there's a guy called Gort, and everything that's lost goes to his house.
Yeah. And then you pass it on. No one knows any of the other lore. All of it contradicts each other.
Oh, there were dark times in the past. Like we'll sort of hint at some kind of great war.
Yeah,
but never say anything more. Oh, there are forbidden spells. Oh, you undo a spell by saying it backwards.
Saying it backwards, but also it's like saying it literally in reverse, like a reversed recording. This spell was used on humans who mocked us by dressing up like creatures. Hang on, didn't we say that it was like a tribute to the people of Halloweentown that they dressed up like the creatures? I don't know. I've not read any of the other ones. The paper was folded down. All right, fine, whatever. Anyway, this spell was used to turn them into the very creatures they were mocking.
So we find out.
Reminder.
Yeah.
Humans and creatures is what they're called now. Creatures.
Yeah.
Used to live on the same world together.
Yes.
The creatures were like vampires and werewolves and mummies and stuff, and they were like obviously in charge because they were much stronger and had supernatural powers. And then they decided to move to this small town in a different dimension so as not to scare the humans anymore.
Yeah.
Is the lore of Halloweentown.
Yeah.
But then
to where they could be free and roam around the suburbs.
And then, as thanks, the humans would dress up as a vampire on Halloween and go, I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
Just to sort of annoy vampires.
Yeah. So Cal's plan is that he's going to turn all the humans into monsters. But this is, I don't understand. Why would Cal think that would be a punishment? He likes creatures. He thinks they should rule both dimensions. And
so
instead,
he's just going to make a load more creatures.
He's going to make a load more creatures. And what he's doing in the meantime is punishing only the creatures by turning them human. He's like, it's an outrage that the creatures are forced to live in exile like rats. I know what I'll do. I'll curse them all with the grey spell.
I'll curse Halloweentown.
I'll curse Halloweentown.
Cal is a Halloweentown supremacist. And what he's done is he's set off a dirty bomb in Halloweentown.
He's cursed Halloweentown. Why? Cal?
Why, Cal?
Why, Cal, have you done this? These are the people you think they should be pouring through the portal, dominating the humans, but instead you're going to turn all the humans into creatures, which you think is an awesome thing to be, and turn all of the creatures who have, in your mind, suffered and lived as rats in Halloweentown into boring humans.
This is a baffling decision. This is like being a fan of the Arsenal Football Club and setting fire to their stadium.
The film wants us to simultaneously believe everyone in the world being turned into a monster would be terrible, and the Halloweentown world of monsters is a good and kind and peaceful place. It's presented like, oh no, imagine if Cal turned all the humans into monsters. And it's like, well, we know what that would be like. It would be like Halloweentown, a nice and peaceful place.
Yeah, where everyone goes around on unicycles, juggling all the time.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of cheerful Shreks going into potion shops. Who cares? That would be fine.
It's as the very top level, elevator pitch of Cal's plan is that everyone at the specific Halloween party that Marnie's mum is going to at midnight will turn into literally what their costume is.
Yes.
it's a sort of like fun little premise that holds up to zero scrutiny. It falls apart instantly the second you think any more about it.
Yes.
But that's Cal's plan.
That's Cal's plan. So, back in the mortal world, Sophie is hitting the books because she's awesome. She's doing research.
Got that Halloweentown book from the first.
Yeah, it's film. The same crappy book from film 1, which is fun. She's found an entry in this book on golems, or as half the cast say it, golems.
Golems. Yeah, they cannot
can't
decide.
make up their mind. But it's funny to imagine golems.
Like, there's golems everywhere,
Yeah, obviously, listener, you won't have heard what I just said because Andy's algorithm will be screening out the
Lord of the Rings
Hobbit adjacent, yeah.
So, golem, obviously an anthropomorphic being from Jewish folklore, created usually from clay or mud, almost always inanimate matter.
Yeah. They have no will of their own and they do what their creators want. So Sophie thinks that Alex, Cal's dad, is a golem.
Yeah, but made of frogs.
But a frog one. A frog golem.
A frog golem.
So Dylan says that he's not going to go to the dance to tell Mom that her date is a frog because he doesn't believe it, even though he's seen a lot of magic in his life. He says someone's got to stay here to water the plants when they take you all away. Like he thinks that they've all lost their minds believing in magic.
Even though he did magic in the last
there's
film.
no room for doubt here. Also, like they know at this point they know that Cal stole the book. So like there's no room for doubt here.
Yeah, at least in the X-Files, like, Scully always turned up to the warehouse just after the aliens ran off into the corner.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like Scully was there, trod on an alien, went, ooh, what's this on my shoe? Oh, it's alien goo. Yeah. And then looked up at Mulder and was like, hey, Mulder, you stupid idiot. I see you're still believing in aliens.
Seen any aliens recently, Mulder? Yes, the one that you've got in the headlock right now, Scully. You clown.
You clown, Mulder.
This is clearly just a weather balloon. So Sophie says, whether you like it or not, Dylan, you're a Cromwell too, and you feel things. Come with me to the party. You'll need a costume. And then for some reason in their lounge, there is a skeleton wearing a sombrero and a poncho. No way, says Dylan, sensibly.
Yeah. The house is full of sombreros. Like, in this scene, I think they're, like, on all the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's confusing. But, okay, perhaps this family are very into Cinco de Mayo and Halloween. It's like the two, but we just never see them around May.
Yeah, I mean, we do never see them around May. We never see the Cromwells at Christmas, even though I would love to watch a very Cromwell Christmas.
A very Cromwell Christmas. Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, we've checked in on the mortal realm. Back in Halloweentown.
Yeah, back at Gort's, Marnie reasons that Cal is keeping them there with a spell, so maybe they, a non-magical goblin, a witch whose power is visibly draining out of her as we speak, and Marnie can come up with a stronger one.
So, Marnie says that saying a spell backwards can't be the only way to undo it.
Yeah, Magic Master Marnie.
She points out that hackers
Jesus Christ.
She points out that hackers get into computer programs by looking for the back door. And muses, I wonder if spells have back doors. Says Marnie, who can do 2 spells and knows basically nothing of magic. So Marnie, no one is there to stop Marnie, so she continues reasoning. This spell is trying to stop them from going outside of Gort's house.
Yeah.
What if we tried to go somewhere other than outside? Then she says the words time travel for no reason.
Yeah. Time travel, shouts Marnie. Hey, Grandma, you've probably got a spell for that, right?
Yep. So she says, she's like, Grandma, do you know a time travel spell? And Grandma manages to write down the time travel spell on a piece of paper, even though she's sort of through her like grey haze.
Her ingraining.
Ingraining. Yeah. And then she sort of falls over as if dead drunk.
If you have a time travel spell, why is any of this happening?
Oh, yeah, no, I do have a time travel spell. Here it is. I write it down. It's real simple. Why is this happening? Why did anything that happened in the last film happen?
Why is there any peril ever?
Grandma, do you have a spell that's a magic gun that shoots Cal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I do.
Let me just write that down.
Write that down, yeah. You speak these words. Callum Magicus Gunham shoot him.
Shoot him up.
Yeah, there we go.
I've been shot by a magic gun.
Shot by a magic gun.
Halloween credits zip past. So anyway, I can't wait for them to try this half-remembered time travel spell. Grandma then fully in Grahams. She's gone. Yeah. She's sorting socks like a maniac.
Yeah, because she's doing that with Gort. So, Marnie does her best to say the time travel spell.
Yeah, in halting Latin.
Yeah, it's clumsy. You'd think this isn't the kind of spell that you would try. I would read the spell down the phone to Sophie and let her take it, but whatever.
Yeah.
Marnie thinks she's the greatest witch ever, so they read the spell, they go whoosh, and they reappear in the same spot that they were already in, and turn around to see themselves, plus Grandma, having the chat that they had 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So, they have travelled back in time about 5 minutes.
They've gone back 5 minutes. The other thems can't see them. Marnie doesn't think she read it right, so she reads it again.
But they're also not concerned about whether the past thems can see. There's no Back to the Future peril of
no.
Oh, we can't let them. If you were going to do a time travel spell in a room that you were in, wouldn't you go to the next room in case you went back to a time where you were still in the room?
If someone just wrote down a spell that was called time travel, I'd be like, well, that's kind of a nebulous concept, Grandma. How far back in time is this spell going to make us travel?
Is there do you think there's a modifier on the end? Like you said,
well,
at the
she's
end,
only
you
written
say
down one,
0,
and it's
0.
in Latin, which Marnie doesn't speak. So she reads the spell again, and they go back to caveman times, and a caveman can see them and threatens them.
Yeah, so they get sort of menaced by a caveman.
She reads the spell a third time. They've only gone backwards so far, so this should be interesting.
Also, the caveman thing doesn't make sense because so they're in the woods and there's a caveman. We can hear trumpeting in the background that I think we're supposed to assume is like a mammoth. But they should still be in the Halloweentown realm.
Yes, exactly. They've landed in Gort's house each time, so it's not a time and distance travel. And yet we know Halloweentown was created after caveman times because Debbie Reynolds isn't a caveman.
Yeah, if they go that far back in time, they should just cease to exist because it would be like travelling back in time to before the Big Bang. There's nothing to arrive at.
There's nothing there. She would be crushed into nothingness. There's nothing there.
Crushed by the infinite nothingness. What an ending that would have been. But no. Yeah. It's so annoying, though, this caveman.
Credits zip past.
Anyway. So, third time's a charm. Marnie speaks the words again and time travels again, this time back into Gort's house, but Luke is nowhere to be seen. The place, in fact, seems to be empty, except for... Oh, no, it's Cal!
Yep.
Luke? Grandma?
Nice job of escaping my spell. You have real potential, Marnie.
Where's Luke and Grandma? And what time is it?
I guess you could say I took them offline for the moment. It's a simple limbo spell. I could teach it to you later.
You better stop breaking in on my spells, Cal. It's against the Code of Merlin.
Nobody cares about the Code of Merlin anymore, Marnie. You need an update. And besides, what do you want to hang around a bunch of moldy old creatures for anyway?
These creatures are my friends.
Your mom's about to become a really moldy old creature.
Leave my mother alone.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Bye.
So yeah, Grandma and Luke he says he took them offline for a moment. It's just a simple limbo spell that freezes them.
Marnie is like a gnat trying to fight a tyrannosaur. Cal's magic is very impressive. Very cool. And Marnie is just sort of like...
He's always one step ahead.
Yeah. And he's one step ahead of her time travel spell.
Yeah.
How is he doing this? How can Cal be one step ahead of a time travel spell?
Has to be a Dr. Manhattan style figure who can see all...
He must know where she's going to end up in time and go there so that when she arrives, he can be like, haha, I knew you'd time travel.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
Time travel is notoriously difficult to write about because of the internal logic and the chronology and it has to be so on point.
As the writers of this film are going to realise in 10 minutes. So,
buckle up, folks.
So at the end of this chat with Cal vanishes, and Marnie obviously just reads the time travel spell again. This time with a bit more oomph.
The fourth time. Yeah.
She winds up back in Gort's house before it got grey spelled, and it's full of lost crap, clocks and plates and rubber ducks and stuff. Mm-hmm. Luke is here, which is good, but doesn't make sense because she time travelled with Luke, lost him, and then time travelled again, and he's just there.
And he was back.
He's been lost.
But Grandma isn't.
She lost him. But Grandma's not there. The two of them hold their noses as Gort enters. We are led to believe that Gort smells terrible.
He smells bad. Yeah, stinky Gort.
He walks into the room to a piece of hard rock guitar music like a WWE entrance. I don't know if that's an on-point sort of comparison, but like it's what I thought of. Andy, wrestling fan, thoughts?
Yeah, I guess it's a little wrestling sting. It's like the bully from Smart House. He's got a little electric guitar riff that plays when he comes in.
Yeah.
Gort is angry. He wants them out of their house. Marnie mentions the grey spell will make his house neat. What? He says. So it seems like Gort will be brought around to their point of view.
Yeah.
Back in the real world, Dylan and Sophie are brooming through the streets to the dance. Sophie hasn't been taught how to fly, but because she's an immensely powerful wild magic sorcerer, she sort of spins off into the moon.
I know. She hasn't been taught to fly. Bear in mind that Marnie couldn't fly in Halloweentown 1. It was like a plot point that she couldn't manage it.
Or indeed anything.
Yeah, and Sophie's just like, off we go.
She literally flies off into the moon.
Yeah, I'll fly myself and Dylan.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, so they're off to the costume party. Back to Gort's house. Gort has been brought around. They're sorting through all the piles of crap in Gort's house. They find a big animatronic pet cockroach called Spike. But don't think too much about that. It's not going to be a thing at all.
Hey, is the book you're looking for leather with some kind of fancy writing on the front, says Gort. Yeah, Kalabar bought that from me 50 years ago, says Gort, who seconds earlier was lamenting any of his stuff being sold. But whatever, fine. What is character consistency? Doesn't matter. So Cal had Grandma's other spell book all along. He only took the other book to stop Marnie from undoing the spell.
Yeah.
Are you with me, listener? Do you understand?
Yes. Because remember, if you have a spell, you can undo a spell by saying it backwards.
Yes. So Cal had the spare spell book already.
Yes.
So he went to and he stole the spell book prime so that they wouldn't be able to look it up and reverse it. Because, as we will come to discover, it is a very complicated spell.
So confusing. He only took it out the house to stop Marnie reversing it, which it is sort of a revelation, but doesn't actually move things along at all because they still just need to find the book.
Yeah.
Which is what they were trying to do anyway. So, fine,
whatever.
Costume party.
Yes.
Back in the mortal realm. It's full of randos in crappy Halloween costumes. It is visually indistinguishable from actual Halloweentown because all Halloweentown is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like randos in crappy Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. It's like someone sort of weakly dressed as a vampire.
It's the exact same level of attention to detail.
Yeah. Same budget, same energy.
The girl that Dylan invited to the dance earlier and she laughed in his face is there with a couple of friends. Dylan goes up to her in this sombrero and poncho that he's wearing, and he asks her what she thinks of his costume. Who are you supposed to be? El Geeko, she asks, and I don't know what outcome Dylan expected of this woman who'd already publicly rejected him earlier, only now he's dressed in an offensive, stereotypical Mexican costume.
Yeah, so she sort of spurns his advances once more.
Yeah.
Sophie, meanwhile, spots Mom, who is going absolutely ham on the dance floor with Alex in his big frog costume.
Yeah.
She's wearing that horrible witch mask.
What are you doing here, she asks.
Yeah.
We're just rocking to the beat, says Dylan, who he's beyond help.
Dylan then does comfortably the worst dancing I've ever seen in my life. The dance has Halloweentown magical properties and every second of it seems to stretch to an hour. But you know what? That's fine because the gag is he's supposed to be bad at dancing. But what I don't understand is he then stops dancing and nobody says anything for about 5 seconds. And it's just the funniest, most awkward pause.
They all just try to rebuild their lives after witnessing
in
this.
the wake of Dylan's dance.
We'll all just have to try and move forward as best we can.
Carry on as best we can.
Yeah.
So Alex, in the frog costume, is sent away to get punch. And Sophie says that he's not really Cal's dad.
Yeah.
Because Kalabar is Cal's dad.
That's right.
Sophie explains that she thinks that Alex is a golem made of frogs.
And we get a slow fade to black on this bombshell.
Yeah, slow fade to Disney Channel ad break.
Yeah. Slow fade to a Sunny Delight advert.
Yeah.
While your reeling mind comprehends a golem made of frogs.
Back in Gort's house, Luke tells Marnie that she has reversed the grey spell once with him, because you remember that Luke was grey spelled and all of a sudden became ungrey spelled. Marnie says, yeah, but it just wore off. And Luke says, no. It must have been something you said. So they go back to the moment that Luke changed back and they try to remember what Marnie said exactly.
Yeah.
And they remember that Marnie was saying there must be something to get us out of this trap, a spell or a something. And Luke starts to write it down, and OMG, what's this?
I absolutely, with a gun trained on me, could not tell you what happens here or why anyone did anything or what the answer was.
Wait, here. Trap-a.
Trappa?
Yeah, it's a part backwards.
So?
So, does every spell have to be long?
No, some spells are short.
Then say this like a spell.
But it's one word.
You just try it?
Fine. Apart!
So, on saying this spell, that sound you just heard was Gort transforming into his grey spell human form. So, Andy, do you understand what's happened here?
Oh, I understand what's happened here. What I don't understand is the many, many, many problems with this. So what, Grandma has never said apart in her daily life around Halloweentown? Because it seems that saying apart turns a Halloweentown resident into...
Not just, yeah.
Into a human.
And if you say it loud enough, it turns everyone into... Yeah. The nuclear deterrent that she was keeping the town in line with is the word apart.
Oh, Marnie, I hate to be apart from you and your siblings. Blah! I feel like this is one of the spells Grandma could maybe have remembered, seeing as it's a single word.
Have you got my... Yeah, that's right. They're like, we have to go find my other book to remember what this is.
To remember what it is.
The word is apart.
Mm.
So, hey, is my broom ready to pick up yet? What's that? You have to order a part.
No, oh my God, what have you done? So this whole scene, Marnie is like, oh my God, I said apart. Now if I say it backwards, Trapper, and that she's just turning Gort back and forth between his human and his creature form.
It's really
he remembers
funny.
Everything. He's clearly harrowed by the experience.
Yeah.
Marnie's like, hee. Try it again, says Luke. Apart, he's grey. Trapper, he's back. Please stop. Please, he chokes.
Yeah, he's like, please stop. And they just do it a few more times, just for laughs. What? In the many, many problems with this is the fact that Marnie broke the spell by like sort of mumbling the syllables trapper, not even that clearly, and definitely not saying it like a spell, which is what Luke says that she should try. Like, try saying trapper like a spell. And also,
she said there's a trap, a spell, is what she said earlier.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, you said trap, that's a
part. She's lucky that speller isn't a spell as well.
Yeah, right. Also, when she said trapper, why didn't it reverse the grey spell on Grandma's house? Which was, like, they were in a cursed grey spell house.
Yeah. So Marnie says, we figured it out of the thing that Luke figured out.
Yeah.
Only 15 minutes until midnight when the portal closes and Mum doesn't know about the creature spell. We have to warn her.
Yes.
But they have to get back to the present to do it.
Yes.
But Marnie has now lost the time travel spell.
That's right. They're like, all we have to do is travel back to the present. And Marnie's like, oh yeah, the only way that we can get out of here, the time travel spell that will stop us being lost here centuries ago.
It's 400 years in the past.
Yeah. She put it down on a table in Gort's famous house where lost things remain lost forever. Gort explains, again, this is annoying. It's just moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
You've just wrapped your head around how Gort's house works.
Mm-hmm. Anything lost in the world ends up in
Gort's house, but then Gort
unless it gets lost in Gort's house.
Asterisk, things that get lost in my house go poof, which means that they're sort of destroyed forever.
Yeah.
It's just freewheeling plot. Every single sentence moves the goalposts. It's so irritating. So Luke says, please tell me that you remember the spell. And Marnie spits back angrily. It was Welsh. I could barely read it. I mean,
pretty sure it wasn't. That's fine.
Yeah.
She tries to remember the spell.
How could anyone be expected to read Welsh? It was Welsh. So obviously
it's just a load of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah,
says Marnie. So Marnie tries to remember the spell. She starts speaking Latin. Now Gort is wearing a wig for some reason.
I had to rewatch this because I honestly couldn't tell what had happened.
Yeah.
The camera is on Gort, and the implication is that something funny has happened, but I could not tell what had changed.
Yeah, it's subtle, but he's wearing quite a tasteful wig.
Oh, it's so rubbish. Okay, costume party. Alex comes over in his frog costume with cookies.
Yeah.
Where is Cal? Dylan and Sophie ask him. Sophie asks Alex, hey, why did you choose a frog costume?
Yeah.
Then she says that she just saw a 7th grader dressed like a fly. A big black one with feelers and fuzzy legs, the fly he was dressed as. Alex starts moaning and closing his eyes, imagining the 7th grader dressed like a fly. So he had better be a golem made of frogs. Because this is weird, really uncomfortable otherwise.
Sophie then, using her powers, she magics in fly_notfinal.png, which buzzes around the frogman's head.
Yeah. She
doesn't even say any words to cast magic in this.
No, she doesn't have
gestures.
to. She doesn't have to.
She just simply manipulates the cosmic
twinge
weave.
of her will.
Yeah.
She just reorders the universe into what she believes it always should have been, where a fly is there.
Alex is transfixed by the fly, and then a long CGI tongue comes out and snaps it out of the air.
And Dylan goes, oh, that's not normal.
Yeah.
Mom cries in alarm, you're not human. And Alex quips back, nobody's perfect. Decom writers hoping earnestly that none of the kids watching have seen Some Like It Hot. Which this joke is...
Well, yeah, just stolen wholesale.
Yeah. So
Mum is like, yeah, you golem, and then in front of everyone she casts an enfroggening spell.
Yeah. Mum, I think is this the first time we've seen Mum do magic? I guess she did a bit
in the first
at the end of Halloweentown 1. I guess she did a bit. You forget that she's a witch. So Alex vanishes in a puff of smoke, leaving a roiling pile of frogs. Mom did this in front of everybody.
Yeah, everyone saw this happen.
The very, very conspicuous frog costume is gone.
In its place, a pile of roiling frogs.
But no one seems to even notice. Fine.
Whatever.
Mom, so this whole thing makes the mom finally realise that Marnie may be in serious trouble. So she gets on the headphone, but she gets a voicemail saying, the person you're trying to reach is out of this dimension, but leave a message and they'll get it in approximately 400 years, which doesn't make sense because it implies Marnie's 400 years in the future.
Yes.
Which she isn't. She's 400 years in the past.
It's hard to write movies, isn't it? So back at Gort's, Marnie is now trying the spell Pooh Bear Thanatos 23 Skidoo. She's aiming all of these spells at Gort. She's just firing untested magic into Gort.
Do you know in a video game sometimes it'll give you a training dummy? And it's like, find out how much damage your weapons do and stuff like that against this training dummy. That's what Gort is for her magic.
Just loosing off untested magic into Gort. He is now surrounded by gnomes and dressed as a clown.
So anyway, Gort is frustrated with being a magical punching bag. So he says, this is stupid. Why don't we use my timeline?
This is stupid. Why don't we just use my timeline?
Your what?
My timeline. Some wizard must have lost it. Come on, I keep it in the closet.
Wow. How does it work?
The timelines tell us what year it is in the mortal world. The past is one direction, the future is the other.
So having been handed this incredible lifeline by Gort, Marnie shrugs and rolls her eyes. She is the least likable character in cinema history.
It boggles the mind that Gort he's what you couldn't see, listener. Maybe you were imagining this doorway was hidden away. It's 4 feet away. It's in the room with them.
It's a cupboard in the room with them.
The camera pans gently left. He opens this door, and in the door is a time travel vortex that will take you forwards or backwards in time anywhere you want to go.
I died.
It's unbelievable.
It's the time circuits from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah. In a cupboard.
And the thing that's really annoying is that inside, it doesn't even look magical. It looks like sci-fi.
It looks like the introductory video to a school educational video about
the
science.
Multiplication table or something. Yeah, it's like just sort of numbers kind of moving through a sort of Windows Media Player visualization thing. Yeah. Numbers and dates.
So apparently these timelines tell Halloweentown residents what year it is in the mortal world. Past is in one direction, future the other, says Gort. What do you mean?
That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
What it mean? Look, if you were writing this and you got to this point and you were like, man, the only way that I can think to get them out of this problem is for them to find a magic time travel door that they can open it and they can just time travel through the magic time travel door. Why don't you go back and delete the bit where she loses the time travel spell?
Yeah,
because
that's not necessary.
Just have her not lose the time travel spell. If the only thing that happens after she loses the time travel spell is Gort has to walk over to a hitherto unmentioned door and go, oh, by the way, I have this door in my house that is a door to anywhere and any time in all of the known universe. Why not hop in it?
Damn, Marnie, you lost your time travel spell.
Oh, and what's this in the door next to it? It's a gun that shoots Kalabar.
I guess you could use my time travel door.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're in a real pinch.
It's probably stupid. Probably, it's nothing, actually. It's a stupid idea.
No.
Don't even mention
a stupid idea. It's a stupid
No,
Go on, Gort. No bad ideas in brainstorming.
Okay, well, maybe as a time travel device, you could use my time travel device.
Maybe you could use my time machine.
Yeah.
It's
you're leaning
stupid.
up against I don't know why I said anything. Oh, okay. So you're thinking of how to defeat Kalabar. I don't know if this is stupid, but maybe you could use my gun that shoots Kalabar.
Marnie, do you know earlier when I said don't put your coffee down there, that's my magical time travel door? What really gets me is the sort of hand wavy things about this, like when he says like, oh, a wizard must have left it here.
Yeah, a wizard
must have left his door.
A wizard didn't.
A wizard lost his time travel door and it ended up in Gort's living room. Why doesn't Gort travel through time?
Why doesn't Gort become the most powerful being in history?
Why doesn't Gort go back and kill all the dictators?
Why don't we talk of Genghis Gort?
Gortus Khan. Thousands of years of blood on your hands, Gort.
So probably what you're thinking, listener, is like, okay, this is going to be a problem for the screenwriters now because you're introducing some extremely complicated time travel themes, and the script sort of requires Marnie now to have a sort of genius level understanding of quantum physics and time travel. So she does now. She says, this Marnie, who we remind you cheated on her algebra test, says with a straight face, looking into this time circuits from Bill and Ted's educational Winamp visualizer, says, that looks just like a Stephen Hawking description of a non-stellar black hole.
Oh my God. That is so annoying. What's more annoying to me personally is that this isn't magic.
Yeah.
Like, don't go through the... It's Halloweentown! Why in Halloweentown do you open the door to a black hole? It should be magic!
Why do you start talking about Stephen Hawking?
It should be witch stuff!
Just do an evil spell that time travels you.
No, but she had one, but she lost it.
She put it down on a table and forgot about it.
So Gort has to be like, oh, well, I mean, I guess there is this DeLorean.
It's... Also, can you imagine Stephen Hawking describing a non-stellar black hole and going, oh, it's a sort of like wavy tunnel with dates and clocks flying around?
Yeah, I imagine if you look into what I theorize is a black hole,
a micro black hole,
you will see a yellow line that describes like the Gregorian calendar of the planet Earth, sort of floating past.
This is the stupidest.
This is beyond. This is decom to the nth.
Okay, what I will say is this whole thing probably added 10 minutes to the runtime, and this film is only an hour and 20 minutes long, so fine, whatever.
It's how in a film that's an hour and 20 minutes do you have a plot that is flailing so much to sort of find things for the characters to do that they time travel 4 times and then time travel a different way? Marnie does more time travel Marnie does like 5 times as much time travel as she does spells.
She does more time travel than the entire Back to the Future trilogy.
This is a time travel film. There is very little Halloween.
So Marnie, the university level quantum theorist, says theoretically black holes can accelerate time. She's like 14 and bad at school. We have to follow the fastest moving timeline, she says.
So this is okay. Stupidly, they've got this sort of magic door that takes you through time, but it only works if you can fly.
Yeah, if you went in it, you just
fall through the floor. You just fall down out of time. You just fall down. Time is a tunnel, and you would fall out the bottom of the tunnel.
Time is a tunnel, but you need a car.
Time is a tunnel, but you have to achieve flight.
Yes, or you can just drive down in a little car, but you can't walk it.
You can't walk it, or it won't work.
Stephen Hawking said that.
So then Marnie says, it must be reasonably smugly, says, because Luke is like, oh, hey, I'm a goblin, I cannot fly. And Marnie's like, yes, you can, and produces a tiny broom, which she magically embiggens. It's my new improved broom. And I'll admit, I was briefly impressed because I thought this was like a Jedi thing, like where you make your lightsaber, and maybe Marnie had done something, and then she says, Grandma gave it to me. I was like, oh,
Grandma,
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right,
fine.
So the two of them fly into the black hole. There are clock sounds and bell chimes, just as Stephen Hawking described.
And they fly around in the vortex generally. I would say they just sort of fly generally around in it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the party, Mom, Dillard, and Sophie split up to try and find the sinister Cal.
Yeah, Mum is moving through the dancing crowd like the Terminator in Tech Noir.
She puts the mask back on, the witch mask. I'm not sure why.
It's because Cal has seen her face and she doesn't want him to see her coming.
We see Mum walk 5 feet and then stand still and not do anything. So that's her sweep search concluded. The camera pulls back to reveal Cal is stood in the rafters of the building looking down at the revelers, clutching the spell book.
Mm-hmm. Like Sting. Not the singer Sting, the wrestler Sting.
Yeah. He's clutching the spell book. He's got it open to the creature spell. And then I was absolutely livid about this because I paused it on the creature spell.
Yeah.
It's written in French.
It's in French, yeah.
I translated it painstakingly. It took ages of typing it in Google Translate. And I kept having to watch it because Cal moves his hand across the page. So you sort of have to watch it twice. And then 5 minutes later, they say it translated. So it was pointless. But if you're curious, the translation goes thus. Spirits of darkness transform these humans, by the wind, by the rain, by the fire. With this charm I will avenge their cruel jokes about our brothers. I would say a rare instance of the props graphics department doing a bang-up job. Doing
a good job. It wasn't the same paragraph 3 times.
Yeah.
It wasn't about grisly murders.
It wasn't a story about murdered hikers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A+.
The gang have to find Kalabar before midnight, but oh no, the compere on stage at the party starts a minute-long countdown to the witching hour.
This is wild. A 60-second countdown.
60-second countdown. 60! 59!
58!
Okay, 50. A, not a thing at Halloween parties.
Yeah.
B, you're going to lose everyone by the early 40s.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to stop.
By 52, I'd be might go to the bar.
I'm going to the bar.
Yeah.
3, the witching hour is 3 to 4 a.m., not midnight.
The idea that you'd count down to the witching hour, for goodness sake. So anyway, back in the vortex.
Yeah, Marnie is flying through the scientifically accurate micro black hole.
Yeah. So the portal closes in a few minutes. Luke is worried, and they're only in the 1600s, as indicated by a big yellow line through the middle of the vortex with years marked on it.
They zoom past 1640. A truck horn blares at them. One of the 1600s truck goes past.
In the 1600s, they invented a big dump truck, but only one.
They're not going fast enough. Marnie says, I think we should go into that black hole over there. They're already in a black hole.
Yeah, but Marnie points vaguely off screen and is like, let's fly into that black hole.
Let's fly into that black hole. There's a second black hole.
Yeah, and then we cut away from that. I've just, honestly, in my notes, I've written, sure. As the lengthy countdown back in the mortal realm, students are pumping their fists, going 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39. Mom spots Cal up in the rafters.
Yeah, because he's yelling.
Yes.
Up there.
He's yelling up there. He's doing a spell. He mutters some lines from the spell and he zaps her. And the witch's mask sticks to her face. Do you know what this looks like? Do you know that... This only just occurred to me. Do you know that scene in The Mask where Jim Carrey is trying to show people the mask.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't work when other people are watching, I think because it's daytime or something.
So he's just like rolling around with
so he puts it on
face.
going like...
Yeah.
That's what the mom is doing with this witch mask. Yeah. So Marnie flies into this black hole and they explode into a pile of socks
having flown through nested black holes, they then emerge at the exact time and place they wanted to be, and are not spaghettified.
This is so annoying because it won't be a spoiler, listener, to know that like they are in a minute everyone's going to be at this costume party for a big showdown. Just have them fly there.
Just go there. But they go to Gort's house. Grandma is grey. Marnie says trapper, and Grandma is easily saved. No one saves Gort.
Yeah, they leave Gort grey spelled.
They leave Gort grey. I think he's lucky they didn't just fire a few more curses into him before they left.
While he's placid with the grey spell, let's break his legs. I've got a leg breaking spell.
So Grandma and Marnie do their portal magic, which I thought, like, the whole point is they can't leave the house. The spell is still active. Whatever.
That was the point of the spell on Gort's house.
Yeah, I don't care.
Who cares?
Anyway, the door is closing because it's about to be midnight.
Yeah, so they summon the portal. But
why is the portal to the dance now?
Yeah, you're right. It should be to where it was before.
Yeah.
Also, so now they summon the portal, and it has a hitherto unseen giant metal sort of industrial door that's kind of closing across it.
Yeah, like a bank vault door that's sort of closing.
Now, it's closing very slowly. And it's got a big gap in it that everyone could briskly walk through.
Yeah.
But instead, they don't do that. They sort of watch it close, and then at the last minute, Marnie jams her hands in and it's like, no, open! But it's no good. She sees the party. Briefly, she sees Dylan and Sophie wrestling to try and get the witch's mask off of Mom, but then it closes. Yeah. Did everyone at the party see this portal? Did they see Marnie, like...
Yeah, presumably. So it's at the party, it is midnight, and the compere on the stage says, it's time for the great unmasking. Which isn't how Halloween parties work.
Also, it would be terrible if that's how Halloween parties worked, because the thing of a Halloween party is you show up, go, hey, look, everyone, I'm him from Stranger Things. Yeah. Then you take it off because it's uncomfortable and have a nice time.
And then you enjoy your evening.
Imagine if you had to wait until midnight to take your costume off.
You can't take your mask off. No, I can't stand it. It's the worst. Cal finishes his spell from the rafters, and then he sort of has to go and individually zap people with the spell somehow.
He can't cast this AoE.
Yeah, but so why did he do the spell in the first place? Did he have to, like, prime it?
I don't know. Yeah, he has to go around, like, individually zapping. So everyone is being transformed into the monsters that they're dressed as.
Yeah, Mum turns into a full-on Stan Winston horror witch.
Yeah, like
really
big screaming
good.
witch. Someone else is a fish monster. The guy doing the countdown is a cyclops now.
Dylan, for some reason, isn't a Mexican, nor is Sophie a cowboy. I don't know why that didn't happen.
I don't know. Well, I guess it's because Cal has to do it individually. And he's just...
it's not that, though, because a bunch of people in the background are turning into things as well.
But because it's important for the plot that Dylan and Sophie somehow evade... Maybe it's age-gated. Maybe it's sort of...
All right, fine.
16 plus gets
turned into their costume.
Cal's not a monster. He's sparing the children.
But, okay, so it seems like about half the people become their costumes, because there's a lot of regular people in there, like, screaming and running around.
But how... would you, as the viewer, know? Because the whole thing of Halloweentown is that all the monsters have the crappiest costumes.
Yeah, so in this scene, we see a pumpkin in a fedora sort of wobble around him. I'm like, is that has he been turned in or not? Is that just his costume?
Is this like a real creature? What's this? Yeah, there's a guy like dressed as a sort of mad scientist archetype, but now he's got like a big rubber head.
Got a big egg head.
Big egg. Yeah. Anyway, on stage, Cal has a cape now, and satisfied, he surveys the chaos and is pleased. Back in Halloweentown, Marnie is lamenting the fact that they're stuck here for a year, which will feel like 100. Grandma says we can use the time to train here like we planned, and emerge.
We'll train for 100 years,
and emerge to fight Cal when the portal opens again.
Gort has a time travel closet.
I wanted the film to end here because I love the idea of a part 3 Halloweentown where Marnie emerges from the hyperbolic time chamber as a 100-year-old elemental sorcerer and takes the fight to Cal in an unbelievable epic showdown. You know,
Ultra Instinct Witch from
Yes, Neo and Agent Smith in the rain-soaked Matrix, you know?
Yeah, it's the end of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, where she comes out with like a long beard and a baby in a carrier on her front.
Yeah, and
she's 100 years old.
They are going to make a Halloweentown 3, and it's even worse than this. So I really, really just felt sad thinking about what could have been.
Also, they're just like, oh, there's nothing to do. They just time traveled 4 times.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Just time travel back and go through the portal faster this time. But Grandma says, no, you can't change the rules. She's fairly unconcerned about this sort of being trapped there for 100 years. Then Marnie says, maybe we can.
Maybe we can. So she gets on the headphone and calls Sophie.
Yeah.
Back at the dance, the monsters are just sort of wandering around, not really killing anyone or anything. But
at this point, so Cal has done his evil plan. He's done it and it worked.
Yeah, and there are a bunch of monsters of varying levels of attention to detail, sort of milling around
as we
school
knew.
Gymnasium.
Yeah. Anyway,
the lack of ambition here. He's transformed maybe 20 people into like pretty good looking witches and stuff.
Yeah, they're not killing anyone. They're not falling upon the humans.
No.
So
Marnie's plan, as she explains to Sophie over the headphone, is even though it's against the rules, she's going to open the portal anyway. That was an option.
Yeah.
This is portrayed as a stunning and brave decision.
Again, goalposts just off they go. The only consistent rule of these movies is that this portal to Halloweentown opens once a year on Halloween, and that's when you can move between
for 4 hours.
Yeah, for 4 hours. Like everything about the plot in film 1 and thus far in film 2 has been predicated on this idea that there is a small window of time in which you can move between the worlds.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how about this? We open the portal even when it's not that time.
Yeah. Oh, can we do that? Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. So Marnie says, we'll just make up our own spell. So Marnie, Luke and Grandma join hands, and so do Sophie and Dylan in the mortal realm. And they, independently of each other, sort of all in unison, speak a spell.
We call on the dreams of creature and mortal to heal the wound, the worlds divide. From now on, we each can create a portal, and each of us our own path decide. We call on the dreams of creature and mortal to heal the wound that worlds divide. From now on, we each can create a portal, and each of us our own path decide.
What is that?
Something's happening!
So from now on, we can all make portals whenever we want. Also, I have a gun that shoots Kalabar and a Kalabar force field.
So the partygoers stare in shock as Marnie, Grandma and Luke sprint out and into the party.
Yep.
Cal storms up to them, furious.
Kalabar takes off the skull crown he's suddenly wearing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The camera pans hilariously around the concerned rubber faces of assembled monsters.
the assembled Shreks.
Yeah.
Good God,
concerned-looking assembled Shreks. So Marnie says to Cal, we don't have to hate each other. Just give me back Aggie's spell books. But Cal is not convinced. He says, Dad was right. You're the enemy and always will be. You told me that you make your own decisions.
Yeah.
But you know, here you are not doing that.
Marnie says, we don't have to hate each other. Just give me back the spell books. And she says, don't let your father's hate decide for you now.
So Cal says, oh, I'd like to see you take the books. Go ahead. Take them.
Go ahead. Take the book. I'd like to watch. Is good stronger than evil? Let's find out.
So what Cal has just done, he's summoned both books, one in each hand, and says, take them!
It's sort of like venom tentacles have all sort of like twirled around them. They're entwined with these sort of writhing black tentacles. And is good stronger than evil? Let's find out, he says.
And then Marnie walks towards Cal and takes the books. Yeah. And Cal goes, ah! And explodes into particles.
Well, Marnie... Yes. Well, she has a gun that shoots Kalabar, so...
Oh, I'd like to see you take them. And then,
no, she didn't.
Oh, no, Marnie took them. I'll explode into particles.
This scene is so embarrassing. Marnie glows with like a holy light and moves forward, this golden glow suffusing her hands with sparks.
Yeah.
The monsters, who were all humans 5 minutes ago, are sort of all watching with interest. And then, Christ-like, Marnie touches the books and just sort of takes them and then
just
steps backwards with no stakes or ill effects. And then Cal becomes a CGI Winamp visualization and vanishes.
How everyone's agreed that Marnie is the embodiment and representation of good, and that Cal is evil.
It's such an escalation of this, like, totally self-centered, self-absorbed, narcissistic Marnie character that, like, she's basically become Jesus Christ at the end of this film. It's like the only force good and powerful and wise enough to counter the evil Kalabar. She's literally glowing with holy light in this scene.
I think what happens is that Sophie is sort of watching this all with a vague air of detachment, because increasingly she has little time for these mortal affairs.
Yeah, they're petty lies.
Yeah, exactly. I tire of them. But she sees that Marnie is about to be easily killed by tentacles, and so she sort of like twitches her eye and explodes Cal into particles.
Yeah, she just quietly manipulates the cosmic weave.
Yeah. So anyway, Cal is gone. Luke there, who's a real buzzkill, says he'll be back, even though he was exploded into particles.
Even though he became a Winamp visualization.
Yeah, and Marnie says, we'll be waiting.
Together.
Then Grandma takes the books and speaks the spells in reverse. I recorded what she says and reversed it to check that she says the spell, and she does, so that was a waste of my time.
A waste of your time. A man who looks like he's on his way to a steampunk convention sort of looks interestedly at this happening, and everyone is back to normal.
Demonstered.
Yeah.
The announcer is like, let's have a big hand for the best Halloween party ever. And everyone starts dancing, even though they surely all remember the horrible transformation that they all underwent and saw all the magic, and have just been rocked with the revelation that magic is real.
Magic is real, monsters are real.
Forces beyond their comprehension. A boy wizard just shot tentacles out of his body and then turned into a Winamp visualization.
and vanished.
The world is over.
For these, 25 people.
Yeah.
It's fine. So Mom and Marnie reunite. You won't have to fight over me anymore, says Marnie, because thanks to my amazing powers, I can come and go to Halloweentown as I wish. I'm not sure what I'm going to teach you, Marnie, says Grandma. You are the best and most powerful and strongest witch.
Yep.
And then Marnie makes the smug emoji face.
Grandma says, you can expect me for dinner next Halloween, to the mom, which I think is funny because that's when she could have visited anyway. So,
again, Grandma, I don't think has fully grasped what's going on.
Or she has grasped it, but she doesn't actually want to visit any more than she was doing already.
Also, Grandma is going to move back to Halloweentown, but this hasn't been agreed upon. And the mum just says, the kids can come and visit you whenever they want, to Grandma, which is a sort of very harsh way of saying you're out of the house.
Yeah. I've packed your bag for you.
Yeah.
So Sophie runs around going trapper, turning everyone back into monsters. Even Dylan does some magic. He transforms Benny back into skeleton form. Grandma revives the jack-o'-lantern. This is in Halloweentown now, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the camera pans out on all of the monsters sort of jigging around.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the film.
There's a hammerhead shark man. There's a weird jester. There's a lady Frankenstein. There's a woman in a fur coat and a cloche hat. Very scary. From the 1920s.
And then there's a witch-themed pop song.
Mm-hmm.
And the film is done. What? I don't want to spend a lot of time, or indeed any more time of my life, talking about Halloweentown II, Kalabar's Revenge. It's
breathtaking in its disregard of its own canon.
Yeah, that's the thing for me. It's this feeling of the goalposts moving in every single scene. Just when you think you are like wrestling to get a grasp on the internal logic of Halloweentown and the Halloweentown lore, then it's like, let's go through this door. It time travels. Let's open this portal anytime we want. Oh, Kalabar was here, even though we time traveled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And even though they time traveled, they were in Halloweentown for ages.
Yeah.
And everything they did in Halloweentown should have taken about a minute and a half in the human world.
Yes. The plot that plays out in Halloweentown and the plot that plays out in the mortal realm, they happen concurrently.
Yeah.
As we've mentioned a few times, they're talking to each other on the phone during this.
Yeah.
So this time dilation isn't happening.
But it adds nothing. So I don't know why they introduced this law that adds nothing, isn't interesting.
I don't know.
And just all it serves is to make it make it not make sense when you try and think about it.
You would, I mean, like, if the tension in the beginning was, will Marnie go and train for a year to be a Cromwell witch and leave the mortal realm, the fact that she can only go back every Halloween is still enough of that's plenty of pressure. Forget about the sort of mind-shattering thing of her experiencing 100 years in Halloweentown.
But also, I don't think you need to train for 100 years to be a Cromwell witch, because all her grandma does is, like, sit in her house, go to Halloweentown CVS, go for tea with another witch.
Yeah.
It's not like she's, like, out there every day, like, having magical duels with other wizards in their tower and pondering an orb.
Ratifying Merlin's law. Yeah. The Code of Merlin.
It's not like she's fighting Saruman's or Thankami.
Yeah, she's plunging downwards through Moria with the Balrog.
It's like, she literally is hanging out in Halloweentown CVS at her own house, nothing else. I'm gonna rework the AI subroutine. We'll leave that in.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I am just because I really like the image of Debbie Reynolds plunging into Moria with the Balrog.
I feel weird. I feel like I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't really think I've got anything to add. But I don't feel like I've satisfactorily got it off my chest. I feel like I could honestly rant for another hour about this movie. But it wouldn't be saying anything new. It would just be saying more. I just want to say it because I'm still annoyed.
Yeah.
It's not even Halloween-y. It's not even, there's very little magic. It's a time travel movie.
It's
Kalabar isn't in it.
I need to understand.
Why did Kalabar call his son Cal?
I need to understand, like, the series of decisions that led to them going, okay, well, they'll time travel, and then Marnie will lose the time travel spell, and then Gort will have a time tunnel in his wardrobe. And Marnie will know about black holes
a wizard
for some reason.
Yeah, but you can't. But there's still a problem, because we're not handing it all to Marnie on a silver platter, because you can't walk into the portal. You have to fly in, and Luke can't fly.
Otherwise, you'll fall down.
You fall down through.
Who wrote this movie?
Look. Andy, I'm as eager as you are to apportion guilt.
To go into an angry, to waste 2 hours of my only life.
Yeah, I've already wasted a lot of hours of my only life watching Halloweentown 2: Kalabar's Revenge. But look, I think a lot of DCOMs are not well written, but we have to appreciate that, like, the writers probably were not given very much time.
Time or resources. Or support.
So, like, it's just, it's the magic of Hollywood, isn't it? How can all these very talented people produce something, routinely produce such garbage? It's like, is what makes the movies fun. It's like, what's the cumulative effect of all of these talented people working together? A load of garbage. It's like, how does this happen? We don't really know. That's why movies are fun.
I don't remember being like this annoyed at the end of the original Halloweentown.
You were. I remember you being.
Yeah, I probably was.
Yeah, I wasn't this annoyed though. I have a fondness for Halloweentown 1. I cannot muster any love for Halloweentown 2: Kalabar's Revenge. We're gonna have to do the third one at some point. That is going to be.
There's 4 of them.
What? No, there are 3.
No, there's 4. Halloweentown High and Return to Halloweentown. So that was Halloweentown 2: Kalabar's Revenge. Why don't we have an email?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, please. God, yes. Okay, here's a lovely email from Caleb. Thanks, Caleb.
Thanks, Caleb.
So this is regarding horses. Caleb writes, despite working several years at the home of the Kentucky Derby, I'm not personally a proponent of the sport of thoroughbred horse racing, just a proponent of personally having health insurance, so I'm afraid I won't have many funny anecdotes for your comedy podcast. But Caleb, don't worry, because you go on to say, I can confirm that you are correct, that horses are rarely buried intact. Now, what is odd to me about this is that I don't remember us talking about horses being buried intact or not.
Yeah, I said that
Did we talk about horses being buried in bits?
No, I said that you don't bury horses generally.
Oh, yes, that's right, because they're so big.
Because they're massive.
However, says Caleb, Churchill Downs will occasionally memorialise Kentucky Derby winning horses by allowing their head, heart and hooves to be buried on the property, which feels less like a great honour and more like dismembering a corpse to prevent identification.
Very good.
You've got to smash all the horse's teeth because dental records on it. Burn off its fingerprints.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, thank you, Caleb. That was,
Thanks, Caleb.
very
That's
insightful.
Enlightening.
Thank you for your insight on horse disposal. If you know anything about horse disposal or about any of the other want to bring your knowledge to bear on any of the things that we've spoken about,
or understood Halloweentown 2's plot, maybe.
If you understood Halloweentown 2, do phone in.
I tell you what though.
What?
Egg Cube. I just remembered.
That's good.
Egg Cube, and now I'm back to loving this film.
Egg Cube, yeah.
It's so good.
If only Egg Cube came back again or happened later in the film.
So good.
I'm
looking at pictures of Egg Cube.
So am I. I'm looking at the pictures you sent me of Egg. Yes, no, Andy, I'm looking at that picture because you sent it to me. I'm also looking at the zoom in on the face that you sent to me shortly after. Listeners, Andy is now sort of making the egg face sort of wave like he's dancing in front of the webcam.
Why is it so funny?
I don't know. It is, though.
Oh, my God.
If you want to email the podcast, you can do so at momcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. You can also find merch at momcan'tcookstore.com. And if you don't want to wait another fortnight for another Decom Dunk Fest,
another great episode of Mum Can't Cook,
you don't have to, because you can join the swelling ranks of Mum Can't Cook Extra Helpings patrons by going to patreon.com/extra helpings. And that way you get a special like RSS URL thing that you can put into your podcatcher of choice, including Spotify now. Spotify now links with Patreon, so you can listen to it in Spotify. And you can listen to the bonus feed of Mum Can't Cook Extra Helpings, which is us recapping episodes of So Weird, the Disney Channel original TV show from the late 90s, early noughties. It's all paranormal. It's bonkers, and yeah, it's a really good time. It's really fun. Those episodes are great, and there's now like a backlog. So if you're needing more Mum Can't Cook, there's a whole load of it just waiting for you. It's just a Patreon subscription away. Andy,
yes,
tell everyone about your Substack.
Oh yeah, I'm writing horror stories all spooky season this year. If you go to uhoh.substack.com, you can check them out. It's free. You can subscribe. You get them emailed straight to your inbox. And it's just me writing spooky comedy horror stories. So sign up. Enjoy.
Can you tell everyone the title of the one that went out today? Because it's a brilliant title.
Today, on the day we're recording this, is a story called Lo-Fi Beats to Kill To, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's extremely good. Okay, Andy, what decom are we doing next?
Next up, Luke, we are doing 1999's Don't Look Under the Bed.
Yes!
When
great.
Strange things start to happen in the town of Middlesbrough, 13-year-old Frances McCausland looks like the culprit. Desperate to solve the mystery and clear her name, Frances reluctantly enlists the help of Larry Houdini, her little brother's imaginary friend. Larry must teach Frances to rely on her imagination to defeat the boogeyman who framed her and save the town.
Now, that is a description that is wild, tells you very little, but here's what you need to know about this one. It's one of the good decoms.
Yeah.
It's actually good. It's got some really, really, like, bizarre, surreal dreamscape sets.
It's got some monsters of actually good attention to detail.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, and it's got the guy who plays, like, the main role, the protagonist, Ty Hodges is the actor's name. It's a great performance. It's it's memorable. Yeah, it's an actual...
You might remember him from the Janet Jackson Go Deep music video.
Ah, yeah, you might. So that's Don't Look Under the Bed, next time in a fortnight. Until then, thanks for listening to Mum Can't Cook. We're sorry about Halloweentown 2, but we didn't make it.
Yeah, and also I have a gun that shoots Kalabar, so you don't even need to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. If you're worried, just look behind you. There's probably a magical door that leads to whatever you need.
Yep, a magical door that leads to a good Halloweentown sequel.
That leads to the end of the film.
Yeah.
They should have opened the door and they just see, like, the end credits scrolling through.
Well, that's the magic of Disney Plus. Is you just press the stop button, and that's the end of the film.
Can you imagine that visually? Like they open the door and they see the end credits to Halloweentown 2, and they just look at each other, exchange a smile, and step through hand in hand.
Step through hand in hand, and just sort of dissolve.
Yeah, the camera follows them through, and the credits get big, and that is just the credits.
And that's the end of it.
Yeah, that'd have been good.
That's magical.
That'd have been good. It would have been bold. Okay, see you next time.
Bye, folks.